Good evening, everybody. How are we doing? Welcome back to Headstomper 2025. Look at all this. We're about to start Granblue Fantasy versus Rising Top 8 here, part of the Arc World Tour. We're a gold event. And I just want to say a couple of things just before we start. Obviously, congratulations to our top 8 who we're going to be seeing in a second. You know, thank you to everyone who's entered the bracket this weekend, everyone who's been watching. But a big thank you I want to give to our 3 bracket runners that have been helping me this weekend. So, Nayu's over there on the commentary at the moment. Trashy's sitting down just there in the corner. Come on. And then one of our bracket runners is even talented enough to make this top 8. So Pixie's sitting just there. And to be frank, I don't think this weekend would have gone so smooth without them. And I kind of think on that point, in case you're not aware, I'm not going to be doing this much longer. So I wanted to kind of make a bit of a personal point with this tournament. So we ran all first to 3. Now, guys, what do you think about all first to 3? Good? Good. Yeah, good. I agree. So if me, someone who, you know, hasn't actually been super active recently, and a bracket runner who's also focusing on making top 8, and a bracket runner who's also focusing on commentary, can run a first to 3 bracket with every pool finishing ahead of schedule and everything running about as smoothly as possible, the thing that I say to the other TOs is, what's your excuse? If you want a hand, I'm here. I have the resources. I've run the numbers. It's completely possible, and this weekend has demonstrated it. And I'd say that's quite good. Yeah? Woo! And with that, I want to throw you over to our commentary to introduce the start of our top 8. Gekiko and Nayu, take it away, guys.
Gekiko, that's me. And Nayu, that's you.
That's me. Can you give me the time, please, again?
It's about 9:20 in the evening.
That's not the time, but we do not fucking care. Good morning, let's basketball. Welcome, people, to the last activity of the day, Headstomper 2025 Granblue Fantasy Top 8. I'm Nayu, and I'm with the goatee Gekiko.
Hell yeah, I am so happy to be here doing top 8 of Headstomper. Got on the mic for one of my first offlines at Headstomper 2023.
Oh my god.
So to come back and get to do this top 8 with such an up-and-coming young talent like you now, I am very, very excited. And we got some great games, you know, up first. Get me my bracket, thank you, boy. I believe we have Miri.
We do have
Because he won the
Miri.
pool I commentated earlier, and we have him up against Dudakov. The God! You know, Cake talking about how we can run things first to 3, it's all thanks to Dudakov. He pushed it. He was like, dude, if I have to do another first to 2 bracket, I'm going to scream.
So
I know.
as well, yeah, the dude agenda has been pushed. Now everything in Europe is almost FT3.
Hell
A few
yeah.
hiccups are there, but you know, that's fine. Everything will be switched eventually.
Oh, yeah.
Especially on knocking yips. So, as you can see there on the stream, we got Miri versus Dudakov on winners final. On the other side, we got Saki and Skill.
Oh,
On
yeah.
losers, we got Arifu, Destiny, and then to finish it off, Swampen and Pixie. And just, you know, again as a note, Pixie, the one who ran. The bracket
Yeah,
run
we got a
the runner.
bracket runner in top 8. We got Deselli. I gotta shout that guy out. Definitely the kind of player who just shows up out of nowhere and is just like, yeah, whatever, I'll get top 8.
And
When's
at-
Lethal League, man?
And also, something very funny is that he also was like streaming with his like phone.
Yes, he was giving the shaky cam streams for the Pools Over in stream. What a guy.
What a guy! Like, if you want to see some of like Pool C and D games that of course weren't on stream because there wasn't one, you can always go back to Destiny's stream and catch a few glimpses of those. Will be able to see me and some other like player just yapping about the game. You know, we'll be seeing me, Taffer, Duo at some point also.
Oh, hell yeah. My boy
Oh,
Tuho.
The players there are getting ready.
Yeah, we
Loaded.
should be seeing, I'd imagine Eustace versus Matera, but Eustace, kind of a zoning character. Not the best matchup. Oh, the button check.
That's the button check. Do not let yourself be mistaken. We're not saying Lediva Mirror.
Oh, I want to believe.
I don't want to believe.
Like, okay, I do not find Lediva a particularly entertaining champion to watch. But these two players on Lediva are both immensely entertaining. So if this is what they're bringing, I want to see it. It's probably going to be Seahawks Eustace, though.
I mean, probably Seahawks say, oh, the little
Oh, look,
blushy.
the little guys.
Little blushy.
Oh, Olivia didn't bring hers. She should have.
So cute. Can you hear a little bit of people mashing in background?
Yo, I think that was unfortunately a button check.
Oh,
We've been
no.
robbed. But, you know, this is an Arc World Tour Gold event. We do, in fact, have to lock in for those points. We want to go to Seoul in South Korea for those Arc World Tour finals. We're locking in the Eustace. You know, if you do it on Eustace, you know, this is a game where the top tiers are so strong, and you're doing it on Mr. Eustace. That's hype.
And
Eustace versus Matera, another character who's like, oh, sorry, to the Americans in the audience. A mid-tier character? Like, that's pretty hype. And we are getting into the first game of Headstomper 2025
Can we
top
get the game
8.
louder on our side, please? Game louder,
It's going to be
please.
Miri versus Dudakov. Eustace versus Matera. Let's watch them go. Starting immediately with Fireball
shooting.
versus Fireball. Shoot arrow versus shoot gun. Which is superior? Punching him in the face, apparently.
Little spot dodge there on the red grenade. Almost gets a pickup out of H-balls. Dudakov finds the timing out. Stuff out. U Flamic. Running all the way with the U butterfly catching up surely.
And it still went all the way. Was still able to proc that block. Incredible stuff. I like that too. Like, you see the ult butterfly come out, you're like, okay, I'm off the screen. I'm
Yeah.
not allowed to play anymore. And Dudakov seeing that, it's like, I'm taking all the space I can get with this. Ult grenade is out. You're just gonna chill and block it. Not a whole lot. Mary can do there. Oh, the ult Flamic though.
Super blue Bumbo goes for the little witty blue grenade. Finds a mash out. And the red grenade finds its mark, even though that Dudakov spot dodge, and Miri gets the first round.
Yeah, the spot dodge too early, so is gonna get clipped. Mary ready for that to happen. Right there with the pickup to take round 1. What a long round 1. Not too unexpected from these characters, but like, come on, this is Rising. It's fast. Are you sure this is meant to be first to 3? That was 1 round.
We gotta go first to 5, brother.
Oh my god, don't tempt me.
Ooh, the little blue grenade catching up the hop attempt from Dudakov. Little broken ass long infinite pressure.
It's kind of good.
Double little spot dodge there, playing it safe on Dudakov's side. Running, trying to avoid the U butterfly.
Yeah,
As the
after-
far well to close Sam proximity.
Now into that grenade setup. Goes for the guard curse. That's going to pick up without meter. And that's 0 BP for Dudakov. This might be enough. This was a lot of damage grounded. Yeah, the Raging Strike taking game 1 for Miri.
Superb shooting guns gameplay here from Miri. didn't have like a lot of opportunity to shoot arrows. Of course, the U butterfly was there, but at the end, recognize that maybe maybe you didn't need to respect it too much, because if he just runs at Dudikov, what else is he gonna do? Pop it? Never mind, it's just behind me.
Yeah, no, like, you know, we saw him very much respected the first time in this. Saw like how much of like a mile Dudikov would take with it. So I like playing him more aggressive the second time.
Little charge flamme going through all of the projectiles on the screen. There, ball, blue grenade again. A lot of zoning game, of course. That's pretty natural coming from those two characters. Sliding off into.
We are seeing a bit of the beam coming out from Miri, the charged Flammic Thunder. Very good at dealing with these single-hit projectiles. Dudikov needs to commit an EX or ultimate skill for the grenade just bouncing towards you menacingly.
And another green grenade coming out. Dudikov blocking there. Finds the low 6-6 out confirm. Goes for the bombo. The bombo limit. He goes for the 6-6M. Finds the pickup because it was counter hits. And Miri, again, taking another round, not letting Dudikov do anything.
Yeah, and it is tough in that grenade situation for Matera to do anything. You know, has to commit meter to a reversal, and it's not a particularly strong one. BC leaves you in that situation very, very punishing bait if Miri is ready for it, and by God, will he be.
Butterfly comes out.
Now with the corner pressure with the butterfly's throw, that is going to be still there for the Oki. Yeah, pops it, plus frames, catches the button with the 2M. We're back into another setup. No, Cash is out. Okay. Do we still get butterflies?
Yeah. Drains out a low bravery pond on Miri's side. Goes for the same jump up.
It doesn't do anything off of the minus frames. BC minus in this season.
Yeah. But well, at this point, Dudikov can actually just chill the little close check on the jump U.
Oh my
He's
God,
the one with the advantage.
Out.
Just gotta wait out. BC chips out a little bit more damage.
Can Matera is really weighted out on high health, though. They're used to being the ones on low health. Dudikov managing to close it out with that ult skill into the fire heavy. Gonna tie it up in rounds. Wants to tie it up in games too, though. Giving Miri a lead, having to reverse sweep him is an incredibly awful position to be in. Nice slide. Knew he was gonna be looking to pop that butterfly. Was on top of him, slids right under.
And the 1-knob with the 8 L close comeback and infiltration, going to green grenade once again.
Yeah, spot dodge. Looking for BC, keeping it safe with the grenade pop. Yeah, I can't do anything there. The DP covered by the grenade means even if you block it, it's plus. To take any action, he involves through it.
Of course. Yeah, he saw the green turn blue. He saw that it was in close comeback. Might as well start the invul button to go through it, as you just said. Jesus Christ, are you serious?
Yeah, no. You gotta, like... If you're gonna make the reverse sweep on anyone, it's gonna be the Seox.
Oh my God.
So many strong options against the zoning from Eustace, whereas Eustace against Matera has the stronger anti-zoning tools.
Well, might as well turn up the speed of the gaze, because right now, 2-0 for Miri. Dudikov will have to do the comeback here. Oh, gets a cute little pick up from H-ball at a specific spacing. So the jump. Nice mash out, tries to confirm, drops the combo, unfortunately.
Yeah, no punish, but Miri is going to be without that bravery point.
Oh, spot dodge a little too early. Zoning the Seox, okay, that's something that I've never really seen.
We haven't seen any dives coming out from Dudikov yet. Tries with the big axe. This is going to be a nice conversion into the corner. Needs that super to take... Oh, another BP actually, yeah. Miri playing fast and loose with his life. Has a big life lead here, but could fall away if Dudikov's able to find a hit.
Finds a little 6 on block. Getting out there. Jesus! Baits out the U dive and punishes with the red grenade on him. Miri on set points.
Yeah, real quick one. Damn. Saying first the 3 won't stop me. I'll still sweep you.
Although we punish on the 6XL, taking the corner positioning here. Going for a deep one. Trying to catch a button that Miri might be mashing, but it's the BC that goes out. Nice little parry to go back into the corner.
Yeah, no, safe jump's not working on this parry character. He's still in this corner. Nice hit.
Yes.
Catches. Oh, we saw Dudikoff deal with that correctly before with the delay L mash. This time getting caught out. Now stuck under that green grenade.
Another green grenade. The last situation, maybe! And it's the shimmy, followed by the 6XM. And Miri with the convincing 3-0, sending Dudikoff into losers quarters.
Yeah, and a nice message to send at the start of this top 8, right? You know, you're looking towards those finals. You're like, I don't care about my round one opponent. I'm just gonna 3-0 him. Who's next? I want my points. I want to go to South Korea.
The 100%, what am I saying? The 100 points, if you get first at this gold event, you get 45,
45, yeah, if you get second. I think you get 10 if you got third.
That's a lot of shiny points there. And we can see the next two players. Of course, on the left here, we got Saki and Skill on the right, the two happiest rising players.
Yeah, you know, we got Saki, a titan of base game. Also in Season 1, taking a lot of brackets on my Heart and Joy character, Nier. Don't know what happened to that character.
I don't know.
Sad. And Skill, like, a guy from like a billion other games, Soul Calibur, Strive, tearing those games up is like, you know what? I'm looking at Rising too.
How could I make this about Soul Calibur 6? But, as I said before on pause, I think this guy might be like the happiest player like playing the game. I've never seen such a genuine smile on someone's face, punching people.
Of course, like he's playing swords, he's just having a good time.
Just Soya, brother.
My man back at home, Just Dave, saying like no one who works hard can beat someone who's having fun.
Yeah, of course, we can see someone very disturbingly looking at the camera. I sure wonder.
That's Oomph.
Sure wonder.
Oh, the Iggy's out too. Yeah, right. It's intense. He's angry. He's not either here or up there. We stole his spot.
Bogus! Bogus!
Bogus?
Throw me one!
Oh.
Throw me one! Throw me one! He's not throwing
He's not throwing his mother at you.
He's protecting the E.
Yeah. He's not going to throw his mom. Be reasonable.
And the players.
It was delivered kindly to us.
Oh my god.
Instead of tossing her,
She's
he's just
so well dressed. Look at this.
This plush is so cute. Like, I understand why she's like a fixture, but I want Fat Colo here too. The little Fat Colossus plush, he's so hype. We got a little Nier here as well. She made top 8. I made it so. Oh my god, that's hype.
Correct. If you're ever stuck into an SSBA against Lowain, you're done.
Yeah. You simply made the wrong decisions in your life.
While Lowain made the correct one.
Exactly, correct. Yo, Kaguya, another fixture of Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. Kaguya from Kaguya Love is War.
At the end of this top 8,
also, of course,
desk.
Argalia from Library of Ruin. My favorite fighting game character, Argalia from Library of Ruina. Project Moon, you gotta make it happen, bros.
I can see over there the players getting ready for the next winner semis match.
They're button checking. They're like nervous for their top 8. They're trying to get these X's to work. We're just shooting the shit. We're hanging out with the plushies.
At the end of the top 8, this whole desk is going to be filled with plushies. If you guys want to put some stuff here on the top 8 desk, just might as well do it. Throw everything. Come on. I got another one. I got another one just by asking the public.
Hell yeah. Oh, we got Salt Mod from Girls Frontline.
The keychains from a riot. Might as well fill this thing out.
We are littering this place. Holy shit. We got your ice cream here too.
Oh my god. Hey, grab yourself some snacks, some drink, or some free ice cream here at Headstomper, brother.
It's too late, apparently, for ice cream.
Oh my god. It's too late. Oh.
And it's too late for us to be messing around because we are watching a Rafu versus Taselli? Hold up.
But anyway, Skill already starting off right off the bat. They're already side switching there from Saki. The run, like roll through the projectile, get the grab in, gets a punch, extended pressure, throwing out everything.
Yeah, no, now Saki trying to hold himself away from this corner, but Skill's pressure relentless. Finds that fair heavy into the fireball, that little knockdown. Relieving a little bit of the pressure, giving a little bit of breathing space. Oh my god, non-counter, but still gets a little pickup off of a nice pickup into that ultimate punch. And that DP to finish. Round 1 going to skill. Quick work there.
Going from silliness to actually commentating is like kind of off, but you know, might as well take it.
Oh,
Some still gaming.
It's one of the tricks of the trade. You gotta learn how to go from shooting the shit to real shit, real bracket, important esports moments. Nice ball dodge. Close enough for that heavy punish as well. That DP so strong for tacking on to the end of a combo like that. 5 frames there. Like it's insane.
So amazing. The HTP in neutral. Get the full extension. I'm saying it. He always has the best combos. Try to spot dodge a raging strike attempt. Each point knuckles. BC out. BC out again. Side swap.
Yeah, no, now has himself back to mid-screen. Catalina, a character that definitely thrives in this neutral position. A lot of life to try and take off skill here, but has SFBA on deck, will be able to rip away those 2 BP. The extra damage won't get a chance to do it. Skill finding that poke into the Raging Strike. And this is something we've seen especially from the French players today. Finding these light pokes into immediately killing you when you're low on life. They're immaculate presses.
How can I make this about Soul Calibur 6 again? Maybe a game where you have to, like, footies is a bit more, like, prominent, I want to say, and skill really does show that here. He always plays in those areas where it's hard to do something, but on the other hand, we got Saki picking out the Charlotta, which, you know, can zoom out and just kind of dodge all of these footies phase, maybe in a way, with Demon Flip, Ball. Yes, you're seeing this right. Yeah, Charlotta being picked here at Headstomper.
Okay. I'm gonna give a really hot take. I do not like Saki's Catalina very much.
You do not?
I do not. I think he should have been playing this character all season. I think Charlotta is kind of his home. If Nier isn't his home anymore, I think Charlotta is. Look, we need better Charlotta reps. That's all I'm saying. Okay, nice chip damage with that ultimate swipes. We'll see if this old comfort pick for Saki is going to be enough against the most comfortable man in fighting against. Nice jumping over the Toby Maguire.
Okay, the H punch. I mean, U-punch finding something here. Going full extension. Mashes out on wake up there from Saki. Rough situation though. Finds a low jump. Finds a 6XL again on backdash attempt.
Oh, my guy's always jumping. This is nice pressure going from corner to corner. Just with these pressure resets. And now looking for, I think, another ultimate punch. Gets the dive safe. Just fighting out. Again, you get tapped by anything. Oh, okay, we got the bounce. We have SSBA on deck. We might not be able to kill, but it'll be very close and stripped of all that BP. Never mind, he's fucking dead.
No.
Noble execution?
Will it kill? I'm saying no. I'm
God
so good at this. I'm so good at
damn it.
this. One last chance here for Skill and Saki, both on very low health. Though Saki has 1 BP left, he can manage something. Going for cheap damage.
Yeah, chip point. Oh my god, Saki going for the DP, Skill saying, I'm going for the bigger DP.
For some reason, this character has like so much invulnerability frames on the universe, so it's almost disgusting, but it is what it is. Skill getting another round here. Oh, the footsies with punishing the 4M.
Oh yeah, now a nice pickup into that ult. Demon flip, the noble strategy. Now the pressure coming out of strike throw. Gets the late tech spot dodge on that ultimate punch. I think that's why we're seeing neutral jumps from Saki. Waking that whip entirely instead of spot dodging it. Really, really strong. Nice chip damage coming out from the ultimate swipes. That, of course, can't be BC'd until the end anymore, which is just a really nice way to tack on some damage.
And oh, the punish on the H-ball with the kick.
And that's got to be something that Saki's not going to be used to dealing with. Not many characters can punish H-ball from that range. Oh my god, he is oiled up. This greasy old man is going to get you 0 BP. This should be enough skill. Going up 2-0 against Saki.
We're gonna hear a little bit of the French crowd going ape shit over the footsies here, the Immaculate.
Historically known as one of the most loud and supportive scenes. Of course they're gonna be screaming for their boy. This is the last event of the night. Of course, they're gonna be leaving it all on the table for their boy Skill.
I wanna hear you guys screaming louder, never mind.
No, we're back. Scream if you feel like it, but right now, Saki on his legs has to reverse sweep here. Has to do it all on Charlotta. A character I do think a little underrepresented. Underrated is the word I was looking for, and I could not find it. I think this character is decently strong in this game. Oh, nice! Catches the attempt to swipe him out.
And again, the punish still knows everything that is -5 or like more will be punished with an H kick. And he goes with
Such a strong tool, such a high attack level too. Busting out in the footsies. Now, Saki with the corner. A good hit here is going to make a lot of this comeback, but things are looking up skill right now. Just the overhead.
And like we can see here, like Saki doesn't find a lot of openings. Not because he doesn't find anything, but as soon as I say that, Saki finds one, goes for the full extension here.
This one surely. This one surely.
Yes. As I wanted to say, Skill has a very solid defense, and you can see Saki slowly but surely trying to figure out like the mash timing that Skill wants to represent. But again, Skill knows very well how to mix it up.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Saki maybe getting his full value out of this first to 3. Skill, of course, wanting to end this as quickly as possible. BC coming out, getting us back to that mid-screen. Saki jumping. It feels like base game again, baby.
Ooh, a lot of 5U preemptively coming from Skill, like just making sure Saki doesn't do too much by closing the distance.
Back to that mid-screen, finding Life's tap. The ultimate swipe's connecting this time, catching Skill in a jump, I think. There's that DP, so strong. The roll side swatch, such a powerful DP.
It's also like the little mental stack shimmy. Finds the M-ball counter hit state. Going to full extension here. Reset. The slight delay on the 2L, 4L. Going to another raging strike. Full extension again, but this is not killing, not quite yet. Lasting. Oh no, oh no,
Missed
oh no.
timing the throw, and now having to get this last hit against Install Swords, finds it with the 2-1-4U. Saki getting a game on the board.
Oh my god, the delay there of the U skill, catching skill, mashing quite early. And Saki's goal once is not out of the competition yet, but is locked in with the Charlotte. Has to do this whole comeback with her.
Yeah, but has been looking quite comfortable on it. You know, game 1 on the Charlotte did look kind of rough, but now I think, like you said, getting a feel for Skill's mash timings, finding those hits a little more confidently, getting the damage racked up.
Oh, the 6XL again.
Okay, nice.
Oh, no. It's a very stylish combo, yeah.
I would have been deeply upset if that heavy DP hit. Like, sauce, yes, but like,
that would have been hype. That would have been hype.
Oh, no punish.
Yeah.
The recovery on that ball is quite low. Oh, doesn't get the dash forward, so is going to take that punish into the corner.
Still, and they're still... That clashed with the 4M? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
No foul contest there from Skill. Punching the Chow back into the corner and finishing off the round again with the 4M. Just controlling everything here.
And we're seeing a lot of these rounds end with Skill with a lot of those muscle stacks. Definitely a fan of those, the 5U. Oh, the deep 6XL counter hit. This is going to be towards the corner now. Yeah, no, Saki using the knockdown time to just run into the corner a little bit. Skill just fighting all the way out back to the middle of the screen.
So BC there on the 2-1-4. She got back into the screen. Okay. 2-1-4. Very slowly. Oh, no punish on that.
The DP is really, really awkward to punish still.
Yeah.
Especially the light version.
He's only -4 now. I might be spreading this information, but let's find the grab. Tough situation, and Skill finds the last grab. Eliminating Saki 3-1.
Yeah, gonna be meeting Miri in that winners finals. This, of course, like 3-0 on Miri's end, 3-1 on Skill's end, both sending big messages. We'll see if Saki continues on with the Charlotta in bracket, or if he's going to go back to that Catalina. Definitely used to be considered, you know, one at top of the pack. A couple of nerfs last patch maybe hurt her a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who cares about that kind of thing? She's not near. I don't care.
But anyway, off here, we're going to do the loser side of the bracket. We've seen like half of the top 8 participant for now. Now we're going to see Arifu and Deselli, another French player versus... I always forget his nationality.
I'm pretty sure he's German. Yeah.
Might as well be honorary German, right?
Yeah.
So, I suppose another...
another one.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
cool.
Where do we put this one? Okay.
I love this guy. Oh.
We're getting this filled by the end. We're gonna be like physically filled.
This
with
is
all of
hype.
those.
But yeah, no, Deselli, I believe not seeded to make top 8, but fought through anyway, taking a surprise win against Release Bogus, actually.
That's what I'm saying. This guy just, you said it before, he just shows up and destroys everyone with his sick ass Metera. I don't know
Metera
how
too,
he
yeah.
does it.
This mid to low tier champion.
Mid to low team champion might be good, might not be. We'll see this right now as Arifu and Leslie making sure to do the button checks quite comfortably. So probably be a send out for him.
Yeah, no, he's been playing Sandal Fun, earning me a free drink from Toast earlier in pools.
Oh really?
Yeah, Toast said, okay, it's not gonna happen. I know it's not gonna happen enough that I'm saying if Arefu goes into win stance while not on chip point, I'm buying you a drink. He does it against Miri, and I'm like, yes, I love France.
For once, France being like fully represented.
Thank you, Arefu. You're so based for that.
Getting the free drink. Oh, setting up quickly. We can see like, look at this face. He's just deep breathing.
Yeah,
takes
no,
posture.
he's chilling.
Yeah.
Another day at the office for this guy. He's like, man, I got a Refu next. I got to fight for my Arc World Tour point. Yeah, whatever, man. When's Lethal League?
When is Lethal League, I swear.
He's got the Metera badge, too. Imagine getting badges for characters you like instead of characters you hate. I hope a specific person feels called out by that.
I sure do wonder who that is.
I have no idea. Look at that crowd, too. I think pretty much everyone who was in the bracket earlier today is now sitting in the crowd watching it. You love to see it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can see a little bit of game behind there, but ready.
Our illustrious TO telling the players they've got the go-ahead.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, we are going to see, just like we were saying, the Metera versus the Sandalphon. We gotta rate the drip.
That's also a good stage selection.
Yeah,
I love that
I
one.
like this stage. It's pretty low like resource intensement as well, so it's like actually
Can
pretty
we get
decent
the
for
game
online.
louder on our end? The game louder, please.
Yeah, getting right into it. Oh, the base Metera palette doesn't have the Christmas one on the console. I'm
Unfortunately.
pretty sure it's like a battle pass thing or something.
yeah,
so fair enough.
Do be about, but where's this league?
Where'd he go?
Oh, he's
Dude,
just
you got a match.
Oh, he's just standing right next.
Oh, he's. Yeah, maybe some control issues. Hopefully not.
Or maybe just Arifu fighting against his demon. Never mind. Definitely do be right. Will they be ready to go, or is this another button check? We'll see right now.
This looks real. This looks real.
Oh, this looks real, yeah.
I saw Sandal Fun JU. This looks real. Now we're immediately seeing a difference between the two Meteras we've had so far. Deselli playing a lot more aggressively than Dudakov did. A lot of those TK arrows early on in this round so far. Nice spot dodge, but doesn't get anything off of it. Cashing that ultimate skill out immediately, sending us to the corner. Oh my god, this route is incredible.
Yeah, I love that route. Like just 50 meters for all of that damage plus corner carry and an element at the end is really good. So Desley find a 6-6L far out onto H strike, full extension going into the corner. H butterflies up pops. Watch out for your guard. Watch out for the high lows.
Yeah, nice. And that butterfly popping to keep you plus for so long. Really, really good use of them. Got like so much pressure out of that. Nice. The side swap from Arefu. Gonna have the corner here. SSBO is on deck for Deselli. Gonna cash out some of that meter on the reversal. Now almost chip point here against Metera. Not a comfortable spot. A lot of spot dodges coming out. Finds the 6-6L. Round 1 to Arefu.
He's a dodge master. He avoided that cheap points and cheap damage so incredibly well. Walking around the U like butterfly. I thought I would kill. Oh my god, jump U, flashing with 2M.
It's so active. Like active until he hits the floor. Such a powerful jumping button. Trying to 2M it on anti is a little wishful, I think.
Yeah. Again, we saw that Jump U might be really good in this matchup because Metaro cannot comfortably contest it. Such an active spot in the air, just like Bob's Jump U, right?
Yeah, has to commit, I think, to one of the projectile anti-airs that she has. But Arefu also timing these JUs at such a time where it's scary to commit to those.
Yeah. You don't see it like early enough to like just rock out a DP, but you see it like late enough to not have the reaction on time, right? And oh, finds a U. Fireball there, goes for the low. Finds a Raging Strike, going for the full extension once again, and boom! Arefu finishing up 1-0 here against Desali. Arefu, we can hear the French crowd at the back, just yelling for their goat.
Yeah, we've been seeing like all day Arefu, but really good use of the ultimate skills from Sandalphon. We barely ever see this guy super.
Yeah.
Like it's always using it for the old fireball to get in, using the 2 and 4 use for extension. Oh my god, tried to challenge after the judgment cut, but the trade ending up in Desali's favor. We are in a much more favorable position than in the corner.
Yup. Oh, finds a 6-6 hit. Little extension there with the H-Rain. Oh! Finds it, roll on the far rails. See, that's what I was saying! The Jump U is such a good button. Metaro can do much against it. Ooh, finds a far range, doesn't confirm. A spot dodge on TK arrow. What?
Oh!
What?
Yeah, the trade there, really nice for Arefu. Manages to keep the corner. The ult butterfly is on top of him. Desali using it to fight out here, but can't get too far. Back in with the 6XL, the shimmy. Plus frames from the fireball. The mash from Desali taking the round.
Like, the way just Arefu is maneuvering around all of the projectiles is so beautiful to see. Really is prepared. Look at this. Desali might be zoning, but always watch out for the Arefu. He's approaching the position carefully, quickly, but now Desali here with the combo limits Bumbo.
Oh, the throw tried to pop. The fireball tries to BC out. You're gonna lose a chunk of life for this. Oh, fireball for the knockdown. Just a little bit of an extension at the end.
Tries to go for the 6-6H, but finds out the 4H instead. Oh, tries to go for a little bit too Bumbo there.
A little bit of spaghetti here, but the positioning for Arefu is still really strong. Very little left here. As soon as we see that old butterfly come out, nice! 2H on the TK arrow.
You know, if you're scared of a TKO arrow and like throw mix up, might as well take with 2H because either way you're gonna get out of that situation, right? So now it's on Desali, like kind of find a way to answer to that. Almost get a full extension, no punish on Desali's side.
Still has that corner pressure. Desali fighting out with the Pharrells. Manages to push us back to the mid-screen. Tries to backdash to make some space. The old fireball gonna hit, but close heavy. Counter hit. This should be game 2 for Arefu.
Yup. Full extension, full combo, and Arefu winning 2-0. For now, all of those games have been looking pretty dominant, but Desali going back to characters of Extreme.
Yeah, you know, maybe just giving himself a minute to think. I've not seen him play a single other character, but
no, of course not.
You know, you're 2-0 down against that man who's been unshakable all day, has only been phased by one man, and that was Miri today. So give yourself a moment to just think, relax yourself, and then get back into it. But this is a mountain to climb.
I don't know where Arefu got like the matchup experience. But the French really got. Ooh!
Oh, I'm sure there's just like a super cracked Metaro who only goes to French locals.
That I've never seen.
Yeah.
Beat me up, please. I need Metaro matchup knowledge. And the wall raid, which is our low bit. The usage of the fireball as well from Arefu. Desali's been able to dodge some of them, but it's looking very good.
Even the ones that Desali dodges, though, they're still in Arefu's favor, right? Because he always sends them after Butterfly. And makes it so Desali can't capitalize off them fully.
Yep.
Again, the ultimate fireball from Desali is going to pop that butterfly for the kill, though. Maybe taking that second to think is going to work out here. Hop M.
Going over the 6XM from Arefu. Spot dodge. Desali trying to check the area in front of him before dodges it. The judgment. Tries to find something. Again! New fireball there. SOBC out of the corner, like a side swap to grab. Hop, he's a hopper. Ooh. Full extension.
Yeah, should be able to get the butterfly set up here. We have seen Arefu manage to fight out many times from this, but okay, this time, yeah, just chilling. Low on life, tries to roll the DP, the arrow ring, gonna give Desali a game back.
I go the hop jump L into 2L. I got hit me personally, but that was very fast. Maybe just going back to character screen was all that Desi needed to think a little bit more. You can see him just vibing, thinking about what he want to do.
Hey, what am I gonna do after this?
Oh!
Just go to your room and net it up, actually. Freaking tired. Very nice.
Extension there. The butterfly once again. Scary situation to be in. Plus frames. He's just spamming.
The anti-air jam clashes with the JL. And we're talking about how scary this butterfly pressure is. Arefu does not look phased. He's just chilling.
Yeah.
He's down back and he's walking it out. And his patience being rewarded with a nice chunk of damage. Rare super from Arefu has not been spending, had the chance to spend on meter conversions so far. And now, Desali just one touch from death.
Whoa! Okay, that was one way to bet out a throw. He didn't get hit, but this time Desali finds the TK conversion. He goes to SSBJ. Full animation, draining a lot of BP on the Arefu side.
Yeah, now only one BP left. No meter on either side here. This positioning kind of does favor Matera, I think. Doesn't have to worry about that ult fireball. Only has to get through one more Brave counter. Can play around it anyway. Okay, the hop back, no anti-air from Arefu. Desali cornered now, though. The JU doesn't quite get the pickup. Needs one last hit here. A throw or anything. Almost a chip point for Desali. Ult fireball stalls in the air with the EX. Using that last Brave point. Okay, Desali back on 3. Needs to find some hit here. Not quite on chip, though.
Yeah, but U Butterfly is going to do a lot of damage. Some meter on Arefu's side. Nice spot dodge on the U Butterfly ball. And Arefu finds the 6-6M.
A tense round right down to the wire. Arefu managing to just stay above them, but getting clipped by the low at the end. Now Arefu on set point here. The RPS DP.
I love it. Oh, fights extension again with the 6XL. He knows something that we do not here. Dual extension, keeping the element for the next hit. Next hit might kill. We're only 20 seconds into the round. Desi has to play super well to not die here. Get to be seen to the cone once again.
Yeah, no, Arefu being very aggressive with these BCs. There we go, the guard break, forcing the BC out from Desali. You're so plus after that. Loses his stock, but you know, any combo's gonna get the kill anyway, so who minds? The counter hit, but the trade! The old butterfly getting the pickup, but Arefu again just finds these light pokes and is able to close it out. Arefu knocking Desali out at a very respectable 7th place in what was quite a large bracket here at Headstomper 2025.
Really solid showcase of a Matera, but someone was way more prepared for the matchup on the other side. Super solid play. I love seeing every single action of it. Super chill. But for next game, we got our boy Swampen here up against the pixelated Arc, up and coming Wayne, who got top 16 at Evo Japan.
Oh, he did, yes.
Yeah.
He did a really good performance there.
Really good performance. And this is what, okay, so there's a lot of low-end players in here, right? We got Tunington, the most famous one. We got Tunington, who's the most silly one. We got Bogus, that I want to call the honest. He's playing very honest. I want to say, do not look at me, alright? He's playing kind of honest. On the other side, we got this man. He finds the most diabolical looking setup and manages to get them to hit. One of the setups that we've seen so far, right, is, putting HCat bot and just spacing out his Raging Strike to make it whiff or not whiff.
Oh my god.
How can someone even come up with something like this, right? Close enough, you get something, far enough you get something, such a weird mix-up.
Yeah, no. And it's just so, hype to be busting stuff like that out in, the Arc World Tour. Points on the line, money on the line, and I'm just I'm doing my silly little setups. Swampin, on the other end, gonna be on the Zeta, a character who has had a very unfortunate mishap in the last couple of days. A big strength of hers was those fuzzy mix-ups, and now those have been removed with the last patch, but he's still been sticking with the Zeta. Has the Beatrix on lock as well, of course. Was waiting for this character for a very long time, so I'm imagining we'll see both of those characters come out. If needed, maybe he'll just sweep.
But also Beatrix, who, like, unlike Zeta, who got indirectly nerfed, Beatrix got directly nerfed, right? She got some compensations here left and right to like quality of life, but still at the end of the day, it'll be up to him to choose whatever he want to play against. What?
Oh, the Master Algo?
No, that's a button check. We do not get our hopes up. It's a button check.
My hopes are not up for seeing Master Algo. I've seen the patch notes with this guy. I'm like, no.
It's like incredibly like how it's unhingedly funny, you know, if you get it. 667. First button that he does, it's 667.
Oh, of course. One dimension.
Testing out
Hogging
everything.
out of his mind back at home, I'd imagine. Of course, I like Swampin's got the little push bear in the collar. He's there to protect him.
You can hear some Raging Strike and stuff here in the background.
We do be checking our buttons.
They're having fun here at the button check.
He
But
looks so happy. That's awesome. Oh, we got the Swampin emotes in the chat. Let's go.
like, how can you like not be happy fighting like Pixie, right?
I can imagine how, you know, you're fighting for your life in an Arc World Tour bracket against, like, a particularly unhinged Luane. And yeah, we're getting that Beatrix locked in. No funny business. You know, this character was nerfed somewhat in the patch. But, you know, there was a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of buffs here and there. We'll see if they come into play as well. Why not buff Beatrix? That's what I'm saying.
But well, now she's a little bit more honest. Was a bit too oppressing, but still, she still got like her good duels.
That 2-2H was gonna make me cry if they didn't change it, I'll be honest.
They did change it.
They did, yeah. They put it to the other hits are mid, and I'm like, thank God, I can stand up and punish it. Yay!
And prepare yourself mentally to mash at close end, you know.
Yeah.
Still got an RPS afterwards with the 2HH, but still, that's one quality of late.
She's so mad. Calm down. It's just Luane.
How can you be mad at Luane? I would never be mad at Luane, but either way, going off to the left. Oh! Starting off weirdly, dominantly.
Yeah, no, taking out the boys with the 6XL. Oh, nice bait on the throw with the Brainlet Bringer. Starting with nice damage. Combo limit coming in quick, getting the hard knockdown. Spot dodge on the parry and blocking the BC. All of Pixie's options are just not working out right now.
Nice little shimmy there from Pixie. Gets the throw afterwards as well. Trying to imitate Tommy there. Oh! Finds a little back throw into that. The catbots. The bro getting sent out there. Let's see.
There's that setup you were talking about,
Exactly.
Swampin. Spending the Brave Point to get out of an ult DP. Should got a side swap off of this. No, the HPA comes out, of course, has Invul now. Does Swampin know how to deal with it? Does not. Gets hit, and that's round one to Pixie. What a dominant start for Swampin. Turned around by Pixie in that round.
We have to like keep himself in check. The H-Catbot catching up to the riding free.
Oh my god. Hits with the fireball, but the bro is undeterred. Still stopping Swampin from getting that advantage.
Oh, little do you on wake up? We've seen Swampin do that a lot of time, right? So just running up mid-screen, just like side-swapping with a jump you and like throwing, like baiting out a throw, which she related to a full combo with SBA at the end.
Yeah, now on that 1BP, but immediately cashing out, getting that back. And now we've seen Swampin not able to block this out last time. Is he going to be able to this time? No, the early spot dodge gets caught. And now we're in the corner. The parry on that JU, just like you said.
And the run up the bro almost managed to close out the round. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh, nice little opening.
Organic comeback mechanics isn't able to get the kill. Doesn't have the meter. The command throw closing it out.
Nothing is forever here, catching at this such surprising rate and finishing up the round. Swampin not out yet. Still playing slowly. Just run through the bros.
The
Why not?
6XL just taking them out. That's how I feel after 6XL. I'll be real. 2 dead bros.
Oh my god, the immaculate spacing and punish under to you there, getting a full extension once again.
Yeah, has the corner pressure. Spot dodging these DPs from Luane.
Tried to contest there.
How much health he's getting back just from eating behind that cat ball.
Oh, 6H, first one of the stream. Throw. Oh, the deep C6L doesn't get a confirm. Was too far away to get something.
Yeah, had to do a medium there, but just wasn't ready for the spacing. Wanted to just expend his pressure. Okay, the 2-2 is gonna hit, and the Bandit Bringer is going to connect. Is it Thunderbird? Is that what it's actually called?
Thunderbird, Thunderbird.
I only know it in regards to what it's called when Soul does it.
No, oh my god! Aim riding free to start off. Infinite pressure. Oh, gotta confirm there bigly. No.
They had to be a bit concerned about the bros coming in. They do not go away if Lorraine gets hit. You have to hit them as well. This time, the parry is good. Swamping in the air, so can't spot that.
Trade there. Kills both of the bros and hit Lorraine in the way. Doesn't get with the wall bounce, so now have to block all of those high-lows.
Working out so far. Manages to get through the whole thing. No Saki tech, but does get the command through to close out another round.
Of course, of course. Blocks everything. Doesn't even like try to punish the minus. He just goes directly for the. Oh my god! If I do it again, wave punish there under TU. 6XL. Full cash out.
Spending these EX moves. This throw shimmy. There's plenty of meter on deck. Might build a super. Not quite. Next hit though. It's going to be an awful lot of damage for Pixie. He's going to spell disaster.
Ooh, almost gets to convert there with the 6XM. Oh, yep. Cannot spot dodge out of 6XL. So that would be fireball there. Blocking at the specific range, not getting caught like a 6XL. Spot dodge. And again, the bro coming to save the day.
Protecting Mr. President. Oh, drops it. That would have been the kill. Here comes Mommy.
Gotta know how to play Mario Party here. The rock. You might have some space because this is a preferred state like to be. Spot dodge. Run up. A lot of rocks.
Are you close enough for the punish? Not quite. I like as soon as Swampin blocks out a HPA, we see the Yggdrasil coming out. I see how it is. I see the vision. Another command throw kill for Swampin. That's 3 in a row, I think.
The way he's just calmly and patiently waiting for Pixie to do something, like to slip off, you know, to catch a button here and there, to go through the bros. He's just standing there. I thought that Tommy was the way, and I would have like done my he meets you like 10 minutes away. Side swapping?
Catbot didn't deserve that. Did not deserve to have Bea charging at her like a freight train. Something deserving this corner damage with that clean hit. The DP whip for the frame kill.
Yup, blocking there because it's a frame trap kind of with the 60 afterwards. Run up after the H catbot. Oh, fight something there out of with the help of Tommy.
Maybe a throw. Gonna see the HPA used for a combo here. So I'm not gonna have to worry about having to block it. Just gonna eat all of this damage. Pop those bottles, brother. Oh my lord, that went for so many hits. Swampin is in clock mode now. Not gonna get to use a Pixie, finding the hit, getting around, keeping himself alive.
For now, Pixie just again trying to like slow down the gameplay a little bit. Nice parry there out of CXL.
Okay, swiping away the bros. Doesn't want to deal with him. Nice backdash away from the throw. Oh, tried to challenge Bone Wheel.
Oh no, the DP! Nice little pickup there from Pixie. Mo goes for the throw. Chipping away at Swampin's health slowly. Oh.
Yeah, ripping the EX DPs. That clock is going to be offline for a little while. He will be back up for the next combo. So, is also up for the super, which means a little bit of extra damage with that link.
Oh, okay. It was a little high up in the air. I thought I wouldn't animate, but this is Beatrice we're talking about.
Oh, when does it? No, when does it not? And we got that Yggdrasil meter back up. The HPA available as well for Pixie. Seeing the Yggdrasil pop out. And we saw Swampin deal with it perfectly last time.
Yeah, double spot dodge there on the lightning. Blocking rocks, stripping over the lava. Oh, gets hit by the rocks. Okay, still one just alive. Side swapping again.
Okay, the BC, the slide gets Pixie a game on the board. Are we going to see another 3-1 in this top 8?
Maybe, maybe not. But for now, Swampin locking in the Beatrice for the reminder here. I mean, no reminder because he has a chance if Pixie manages to go up 2-0. He's blocking a lot to the point where he lets himself, getting hit. He does not want to get his mind filled with some unnecessary stuff. Nice little stuff out of the beginning frame of like Bro Wheel.
Yeah, no, a bit of spaghetti from Swampin early on.
Ooh!
After getting that 6XL conversion, looking a bit better. Pixie, though, finding a hit, reversing it. Now the pros find a connection. Swampin looking kind of off his game right now.
Ooh, the 2-2M as well. Yeah, now Pixie's doing a lot of backdash on Wicker, which catches Swampin in a rough situation, but now it's the bros out. Nice block there on the high, on the lows. Goes for some spot dodge to save up on some cheap damage, but Pixie finds an opening there and confirms into the round kill.
And this is what Luane does to you, especially in these longer first to 3 sets. Just chips away at that mental damage.
Nice contest!
Yeah, that was a really good contest on that Kappa. Is sending us to the corner. Swampin looking a lot more confident here. Has to lock in. Does not want to risk getting reverse swept.
And this time, no parry out from Pixie. Got the blow. That move comes out. You are some sauce. Bot goes for the throw. Lets himself get Banks throw. It's not too bad. The no mash though on the 2L 5L.
Honestly, getting counter hit under Catbot is so punishing. I'm not surprised that he's willing to take them. The BC bait from Swampin going to set point.
Oh my god. 1 round away to go and meet the Dude off at the next game. Oh, run up 6H. He's a devious little demon. Trying to raiding strike something. Probably a BC attempt there. Oh,
I think the parry, the Swampin not ready for the punish. There is not a lot of recovery on that.
Wow!
DPing through the bone wheel.
Yes, that's what I want to see. He tries to bait out another throw. Oh, trying to kill the Catbot with the raiding strike. Kind of worked, but the missiles still went out.
Yeah, unwarranted violence, in my opinion. The bot does not deserve it. Finally finds that jump in. On the cross up, gets the quarter, getting a nice chunk of damage here. Should have the meter cash out here. Take away that BP. Next hit is going to be an additional 25% damage. Uses the command grab. Yggdrasil frame 1.
We do not wait here. Going back into Mario Party. Nice spot dodges. Let himself in! The lava!
Oh, the unblockable!
Of the ball, forcing him to block the lava. And Pixie evening out here the game count. 2-2 with the Yggdrasil clutch at the end.
Incredible. And this is something I've always been saying. People got good at dealing with HPA, so their Yggdrasil experience is now lacking.
Yeah.
Pixie just using that to his advantage, setting up the unblockable to tie this up 2-2, our first game 5 of this top 8.
Still starting off pretty well here for Swampin. Nice content on the throw summoning. Going to full extension. Doesn't want to cash out fully, but still get the setup. Nice block here. Nice spot dodge. Oh my god.
My lord! The TP gets spot dodge immediately. Send out the ult.
And the run up again. It is just so nice with it. When Swampin has the advantage, he has the advantage and will keep it in its corner.
Yeah, and again, just needs one more sat point for Swampin. Again, can Pixie take this to a final game, final round? Fire Heavy gonna swipe out the bros. Again, baiting the BC with the Thunderbird.
He's just making Pixie like panic in such like awkward situation. And again, the spot dodge into Embo. Oh my god, but nothing for his forever. The contest! And Swampin not dropping this combo and winning against the Pixie. Going to be Dudakov in loser's quarter.
Yeah, damn, looked dicey there for a moment. Pixie managing to tie it up 2-2, but Swampin in that final game was just on fire. All cylinders to send Pixie home at 7th place.
Still played surprisingly well. That's not surprisingly well. He played extremely well. Sorry.
I thought this guy was doggers before today. What do you mean he went 3-2 against Swampin? But yeah, he is going to be continuing on this bracket. Swampin going to be facing Dudakov. You know, when you're on a Bea, you're kind of happy to be like, my next match is against Matera? That's kind of nice. I'm kind of chilling.
And also, that'll be a run back to like the only like vivid match I remember from Headstomper 2023, right? Yeah, it was Zeta against Beatrix. I
Yeah.
mean, sorry,
Against
Zeta against Seahawks. You know,
Yeah.
you know the jump in,
Yeah.
the 2 parries. That was such a cool
it was
moment.
so good.
If they recreate something like this, the mic is gone. Like, your ears are gone if something happens like that again. I'm just telling you.
We'll see if those characters even come out. You know, I do think we will see the Seahawks.
Of course.
Because playing Matera versus Bea is not a fun time.
Yeah.
It is very difficult. Like, of course, like if you're playing Matera, you're kind of used to that kind of bad matchup. You have to learn them. But you know, it's still hard. Like, it's still a 7-3. It doesn't matter how good you get at the 7-3. It's a 7-3. Before that, we are of course going to have our other losers quarterfinal: Arefu versus Saki. This is 2 old base game titans facing up against each other. We'll see if we're gonna see the Charlotta again from Saki.
Like, it's so weird, right? Because now Saki went from Nier, which was really strong before getting allegedly
Crucified.
Yeah,
Crucified
That's
is
the
the
word
word
I'm
I
looking
need.
for. Yeah. But now he's like off to Catalina, but he has that side peek with Charlotta, and he just pulls it out as such kind of like random moments. I cannot call it out, at least.
Yeah, no, it's like I think if he wants to feel a little more comfortable, that's when like the
Yeah.
Charlotta comes out, and you know, I'd love to see him focus on that character.
Yeah.
It's nostalgic. The Saki Charlotta holding up forward at all times. It makes me feel at home.
Yeah, but like also Charlotte is such a better 6'6"er
Oh yeah,
than
yeah, for
Catalina
sure.
is, right? Even though like Catalina can get a lot of good reward out of 6'6" because of the 236U, still there's something quite charming to see.
Yeah.
Charlotte Saki, right?
Of course, I do not imagine we will be seeing the Arefu Jita coming out. I think.
Yeah,
You know, pick the better Shoto at the moment, which is, of course, Sandalphon. Just such a versatile tool set. We've seen how well he can utilize the ultimate skills on this character.
Yep.
And we'll be seeing the button. The boys are checking their buttons right now. Oh, wait, that's the characters. This might be a match.
Oh my god, they're playing footies. Yes, this is actually the real game here. Oh my god, the stuff out of 214H. See here, 6XLs. They'll mash out from Saki. Finds a low extension there. Going to the corner once again. Good little combos. Oh, the close end frame trap.
That's kind of neat as a frame kill. That's kind of nice. The clash, using that to take
Oh
the
my
stock.
god,
Okay.
yo, he's so smart.
Yeah, too far to really get anything off of that clash situations. So just takes his stock. Of course, is going to be taking an additional 10% damage. There is a downside to the stock, but the benefit of that fireball.
It's a soft knockdown that he gets after something hits. He can get some like pretty cool extension mid-screen as well. Ooh, the contest there with the 4L. Running up. Jesus, throwing Sliver right into the corner. That's hot damage, wow.
Yeah, the double ult skill with the 2-on-4U as well. Ultimate TP coming out immediately from Arefu though.
Oh no, the throw misses out. And Saki finds something there with the mash on the 4L. Getting the first round.
Yeah, and I think Saki maybe gonna be quite confident against this Shoto versus Shoto matchup, right? Because Catalina's was so good at controlling the pace of the match. And that's kind of what Arefu wants to do as well. We'll see how this continues on. Of course, we have seen Arefu lose round 1 of every set he's played today. So,
Yeah.
you know, the data could be getting downloaded. Nice, confirmed from Saki. The Fire M into that ultimate fireball, going corner to corner.
Not getting the wall bounce quite, but still nice positioning here from Saki. Yep. Keeping his advantage. Whoa. That was kind of funky.
Yeah, we're looking for something here. Oh, the perfect Fire L, as always, from Arefu. We've already seen the White Woman Express. Let's see the White Boy Express. Not quite as far, not quite corner to corner, but it's going to be able to pressure into it. Baits the BC. The Raging Strike comes out from Saki, and Arefu capitalizes on it for the win.
He's still not out, and the crowd is going again apeshit over the footsies. Gotta love it.
The children yearn for the footsies.
Especially French shooters.
Okay, this is the judgment cut to get in. Saki managing to create a lot of space there, but Arefu saying, no, I need I want my effective range. Thank you very much.
Wow.
The BC going wide.
Yup. Yup, once again, second time. Kill the Wombo this time.
Yeah, it wasn't quite close enough to get the full thing. That's when we saw the second fireball come out. But now has the corner. Nice conversion with that fireball. Combo coming in early, of course, because that heavy fireball does launch.
And I'm seeing Saki with a lot of like close M frame kill there in the corner, which is kind of cute to see. But now playing very slowly there. Nice little spot dodge.
Nice spot dodge. Yeah, 50 meter just getting sent out into the crowd. It just needs a decent hit or a throw. Should do it. Game 1 going to Saki.
They're playing so slowly, making sure like they're like spacing out themselves even a little bit too far to play this little fireball game a little bit, especially when they have meter.
She's so pretty. Catalina's so pretty.
Yeah, she's like a little lady.
Sorry, I was awestruck by a beautiful woman. It just happens from time to time.
Had to come out.
Okay, nice pressure from Saki. Just trying to keep that space. No! A lunge at the end of that. He could have stolen the corner from it.
Nice stuff with the judgment there as well. Taking out the H fireball. Trying to makes out the 2H there. A cute little punish. Full combo in the corner once again.
Nice combo here. Again, those close M frame kills. I hadn't seen that before today. Yeah, another clean round for Saki.
Just, you know, he has his game plan, which he's putting Arifu into the corner, do some shoulder stuff on him, and he gets it. Oh, the MDP comes out. Saki actually as well just afterwards.
I'm gonna find the throw off of that block special, using the old fireball here to go right to the corner. Doesn't launch it to the very end, so you got a nice chunk of damage for your troubles. Oh my god, just holds the light wall, doesn't get the full pickup, but still tanking right through that ultimate skill.
Tougher situation for Saki, the punish on the 2-on-4.
Oh, that's a crucial drop on that 1B piece, was taking an additional 25% damage. Immediately capitalizing with that ultimate skill, going corner to corner here, catches with the low. Might not be able to build the meter, but might not need it. Might just have enough. Oh, the combo limit saves him. Oh, the rising JU. You thought those were all gone. Repu says, no, I still got one up my sleeve, baby.
And oh my god, again, 6XL footsies. Nice little BC. Maybe Arifu now gets to like the momentum, yeah, switch. Now he's the one in control, though this BC can change everything now. Ooh, just to catch the delay button. Running up, making sure he's keeping his pressure tight and clean. 2-1-4 again.
The classic safe lunges. Looking for something with that light wall, but catches an ultimate fireball to the face instead. Refu pushing towards this corner. Ooh. Nice! Gets the whiff punish. Actually, the counter hit with that fire heavy.
Ooh. I saw that for him. Again, he catches the backdash with the 6XL. Extension once again going to SBA. This is not killing, so we're sure, but we'll be very close. Oh my god, I called it out at a sliver of health. Instant BC, no side swap, trying to bait out an option by jumping, and yup! And yup, that's the SSBA on the 2-1-4 animation, no more BP for something.
Yeah, no, almost at that checkpoint was eyeing like a hawk anytime Saki was gonna go for a special there.
W! No! Goes for the run up to 2L!
That's what we call a fuzzy break mix. You might have thought they were dead. Refu says I found one. Don't worry.
He's a little bit more hotter here with the fire element, but also gameplay wise, making sure he can rock on this momentum that he got from Saki dropping earlier. Finds a low extension here, going for the explosion out of judgment. See? That's cute. That's very cute. That's very cute.
That's nice. Yeah, that 6-6H ender giving him the stock too now. Again, we're seeing that familiar fire wing from Refu. Been his favorite form in this whole bracket.
I did see a few like wind elements, but at this point I might as well call it for the missing put. Ooh, 6XL.
It has the meter. This is going to be a little extra damage too with that fire wing. Still not out of the woods yet. Arefu still has a lot of fight left in him. 100 meter on deck as well. Just gonna BC right away. Gets the counter hit, gets the side swap, blocks Saki's BP. Yeah, just sending it again. Not chilling. Saki close to this corner. Doesn't want to act too much. We know how much Arefu's been finding those ultimate fireballs.
Yeah, they're so slowly working around each other's buttons. Takes out the close off at some peculiar timings, and oh, yup! That's the shimmy into full extension, and the SSB to take out, to even out, not even out, to take advantage here.
Yeah, no, Arefu pulling ahead. These backdash shimmies have been finding raging strikes from Saki quite often. Definitely a little too twitchy on these BC attempts. Arefu, oh, I like that, the little juggle with the close L.
Oh, the 6-6 Sage there getting stuffed out by the projectile. Nassau contest there on the Arefu projectile.
Needs another hit here to kill Arefu. Gonna BC out of the corner. Finds a hit. Not sure what Saki was up to there. But now it's stuck in the corner. Arefu might be able to take the lead here. BC Wars. He's aggressively holding on to this corner right now.
Going to go for the real rollout. Way better position here for Saki. But Arefu still has like that meter, and oh, this is a stop out with the 2M into 236.
Yeah, Saki's been on point with those one-hit confirms into the old fireball. Definitely something you kind of need to do a bit more since the Season 2 nerfs to Catalina.
Wow!
Oh, the charge too, so you got the crumple?
Ooh, that's cute. That's a lot of damage as well. No element, but we can see the damage here. Another throw. Looking a little rougher for Arefu here. Yow!
Oh, just raw raging strike connecting against Saki.
What?
The old fireballs just trade like ships in the night.
That was weird to see, but either way, Saki finds another 2M with the 236 extension in the corner, and if he doesn't drop it, which he doesn't, Saki gets the third game here. 2-1.
Yeah, really confident game 2 there from Saki. After Arefu pulled ahead by 1 round, Saki was like, I gotta lock in. I can't let this happen. I can't go down.
I can't go down now.
If this was first to 2, I would lose.
But which is not first to 2, he still has like a lot of time. Not a lot of time, but still, he got some downloading in. Look at the wiggle.
We're wiggling. It's footsies.
It's footsies, baby. We're wiggling. But never mind. This time going straight to 6-6. Nice spot dodge there onto 6U. Oh.
Okay, catches the back up. Doesn't have a lot behind it. But now, corner again for Arefu. Just trying to BC out of here, but now setting himself into that damage penalty.
Yeah. Doesn't have a lot of meter to work with. And nope, they've been throwing everything out. Could have catch that button. Wow! 6XL. Go back to mid-screen. Arefu got mashing.
Yeah, again, now Saki with the corner advantage. Again, a lot of that meter has been sent into spot dodges by Arefu. Yeah, just fighting out. Nice whiff punish with that 6XL. Into the corner. Doesn't have the resources to kill her. Arefu has another shot here. Does not want to be staring down that set point, that elimination point. That ultimate fireball catching backdash.
Running up and both of them jumping back. Why not? Why not? But still, Arefu full extension here. He has the meter available and he goes for the kill.
That one chance that Arefu got made such good use by closing the round. Keeping Saki off that set point is so crucial here for the mental. Okay, kill with 6XL. Going for the full damage here. Should get stock as well.
Yup. The little meterless there combo after there gets the button. Oh, this is. Oh, yes.
Close. This is close.
What?
Just jumps back.
What? Jump back? Why would you jump back?
Giving Saki a chance here. It's going to be a tough comeback, but Catalina can certainly do it. One good hit, and that's into the corner.
Yes. So, using the meter there on the fail attempt, put everything to the corner. Wow! You fireball after 5U. What was that? It was such a peculiar way to just drop, jumping back, but still, at the end of the day, Arefu still won, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, you love to see that one. Like, You know, a player makes a mistake like that and is not shaken by it.
Yeah.
Like, just stayed cool the entire time, closed in on the win. That ultimate fireball, clinching the victory. And now we are 2-2. Another game 5, 2 in a row. We'll see. Is Saki just thinking it out, or is he going to bust out the Charlotta again against the Sun? There we go. I was like, Cheetah? When did Saki get one of these?
I'm sorry? Oh, Charlotta. Oh, I heard something else.
Now we got the Charlotta, of course. The technical inputs coming off.
Of course, you do not want to get yourself over the ball when you want it to 6XL. This time,
We'll see if it works out. Has to win the first to one.
yeah.
And of course, Arefu doesn't have time to readapt to the Charlotta matchup here.
On the other end, Saki has all of the information that he needs to get out Refu's Sandy. Just a matter of applying to another character. Nice KP, plus frames, catches something really too well. Extension, yup. The element. Wow! They beat it up in the air, did a little handshake, and yup.
Well, the classic Saki jump. Now has a 100-meter on deck. Not going to spend it just yet. Going with that combo into the setup, into the Demon Flip. The Noble strategy coming out. Pretty even on life and resources. The ultimate fireball going wide.
There under the sea. Saki threw everything, and now he's looking very rough. Nice little jump out there, punishing the 4H. Straight into SBA to get another BP back. And now it's a tougher situation for Arefu. Wow, okay.
Meaty ball into the tech throw. Gonna take round 1 for Saki. Arefu on his last legs here. Is the ball and champion going to advance in this bracket, or is Jonathan Coffee Man going to be able to fight back from here?
Just for the U-ball getting blocked out. Ooh, the LDD mix up. Catches the bottom now, but doesn't confirm into anything. Spinning out, nice. Yup, nice little spacing on the ball.
Yeah, that fire-winged fireball. Getting that launch for the mid-screen combo gets Samuel on the corner.
Wow, that was MVP.
Yeah, for sure. Still finds the connection and finds the low to take the round. Final game, final round again in this top 8.
Up here, double Luigi situation for both of these players. The jump rising you. Better positioning there for Arefu, going a bit back into mid-screen. No, I can see it.
Oh, the low connecting for Arefu. Over towards this corner again. That fireball. Getting
So
that
nice.
extension. Baits the throw. Has the meter on deck. Is Arefu about to eliminate Saki?
Maybe, who knows? Goes for extension.
1-4. We're going to see the full animation. This should be it. Arefu 3-2 over Saki to advance in this bracket. Saki, one of the favorites to win.
Oh my god, dropping kind of early in the bracket considering his seeding, but Arefu was more solid when descending, especially at the end there.
It does feel a little insane to say early in the bracket when it's 5th, but please understand, we are used to Saki taking these clean.
Oh my god, yeah. That was...
Arefu on fire today. This is awesome.
They were playing so slowly at the end, like Saki tried to like speed up a little more, but he did like some mistakes, did like the wrong choice on the wake up, especially in the last round, which allows like Arefu to just pull out everything, pull out all the damage, corner carry, and that's like the fire element doing so much because any hit in like mid-screen can be converted to that judgment, which sends you out into the corner, and again,
And having just the launch off this the heavy fireball too.
Yeah.
Allowing for such like much more meaty conversions. It's so nice. But up next, we are going to see our last game.
Our last
Before
game.
we are sent off into the night somewhere. This is going to be Dudakov versus Swampin. We're going to see both of these characters, kind of character specialists, but like on two characters, if that makes sense. Like, Dudakov has a very strong Matera and has a very strong Seox. Swampin with the strong Bea and strong Zeta. We're going to see like how those mind games are going to play out throughout the course of this set.
On the other end, we got the Duda team and the Society team. We'll see who's better at the end of the day.
get your votes in chat right now. Who are you cheering for? 1 for Dudakov, 2 for Swampin.
I want to also hear the crowd here at Headstomper yelling 1 or 2 again. No?
No, nothing?
No,
you guys
nothing?
aren't interacting? No crowd interaction?
No crowd interaction. I just see 1 looking at me dead in the eye.
Okay. They're sleeping. They're cheering now. Okay, there we go.
Whoa, the muscles. From the Dapper here.
We got the Freerin. The Saki t-shirt.
Saki t-shirt. I really do hope at the end of when the match starts.
Oh, it's a double blind pick. That's hype. Yeah, no. Of course, this makes sense though, right? You see the Matera get locked in from Dudakov, you pick that.
Yeah, and what is this? This is just butter checking, right? This has to be butter checking.
Oh yeah. There's just a button check with the honoring Vegeta. But yeah, these players are going to be doing a double blind pick here.
How do they even set it up? Is it with Luna Lu? They pick the characters they want to pick, and Luna just decides for them.
I think it's just you write on a piece of paper which character you're picking, and then you have to lock that in.
Yeah, no matter what happens. And now, checking them buttons.
Yeah, the buttons are checked. We're getting to the pick, but yeah, no, this is definitely in Dudakov's favor. I think the matchup swings are much better for Swampin here. If you can get that Bea into... Yeah, oh my god, gets it anyway, even with the double blind. Dudakov does not look pleased.
Looking back a little bit, it was just to get the TO confirmation.
Yeah,
but blind pick is a blind pick. You gotta lock in the Metera versus Beatrix.
Well, that's the mind game too, right? Dudakov asked for the double blind because he wants that Metera first, and you're like, yeah, okay, I'm locking in Bea.
If at the end we get Seox versus Zeta, I will be so happy.
That would be so hype. But going all the way through the matchup spread here, but here we go for the last losers quarter. Dudakov on the Metera versus Swampin on the Bea, trying to keep themselves alive in this ARC World Tour qualifier Headstomper 2025.
Starting off quite well here. A little bit of zoning, keeping out the riding free out of the equation. So roll there on the fireball. It's the full conversion once again. We do love seeing those little bubbles. Oh,
the rough spot here. Just about has the meter for the DP, but wants to be able to spend it on those butterflies. We're seeing the aggression again. The old fireball from Swampin, keeping him off that butterfly. Really, really good use of meter.
And he's just running up with a close Sam, trying to find a button. Oh,
big whiff. The meter on deck. This should be round 1 for Swampin. No cash out.
Forgot to input something, but the U fireball here catching up Dudakov with the 2U attempt. Probably tried to go to U butterfly, but it is what it is. No meter. Oh wow.
Okay, yeah.
Jesus.
That's why we're seeing those fire L's coming out a lot from Dudakov in the early in that first round, is to stop those riding frees. Now things are just going Swampin's way. Everything's falling apart for Dudakov. Stuck in this corner against Beatrix.
Oh. Tough situation there for Dudakov. Has to block everything, doesn't have access to immediate DP, but finds his way out with the 6XL 4L. That's a hard knockdown mid-screen. The butterfly popped. SOBC blocks everything, so he's third here. And ooh.
Yeah, Swampin showing such patience under that old butterfly. Not getting caught out with anything, and the reward for his patience is probably game 1 here if he gets the super. Doesn't go for it again. Finds the command throw instead. And are we seeing the game 1 swap?
At this point, it's just a signature, right? Yeah. Now, we'll see if Dudakov sticks to the... of course not. Why am I even asking?
Absolutely not. We were going to the Seox.
Why am I even asking, bro? What? Oh, he was probably weirded out by the fact that he wanted to do super at some point.
Oh,
Yup, yeah.
Someone turned off the super inputs. He still won.
He still won. But well, now that the setting is back on.
Gotta give a shout out to my man Pyro, by the way. He went into a bracket match, went down 2-0, and was like, wait, one of my buttons is wrong. Goes back to character select, changes his buttons, reverse sweeps.
It's always easier when you get your button back. Now Dudakov.
He's checking his notes. I think the notes say you pick Sayox in this matchup. He doesn't. He goes for the Matera.
I think the note says play carefully. Just like
careful.
play carefully, repeat it 50 times, you know.
You just gotta be more careful. That's it.
Still locking with the piping, as we said. So Matera again, Beatrix. Way tougher matchup here for Dudakov. We gotta stick to it. Wow! Wow!
This is a tense match for Dudakov too. Definitely wants to avoid that 5th place finish that has haunted him so much since Rising's release. I personally need him to win this match. I will cry.
The 5th and best Matera player in the world. Oh, the TK arrow. Wow. Oh, it's a good punish. Never mind. It's just far out. So,
taking away that BP is quite nice for Matera though. Because again, yeah, finally getting something started, but if it's a DP out. 100-meter on deck for Swampin, and the SSB are just gonna run into that fireball. Finally, around closed for Dudakov in the 7-3 match, but 8-2 per chance.
Yep. Playing carefully enough, doesn't get a confirm out of like 2-0. Dudakov is dropping his like guard low, which allows Swampin to do quite a lot of his little straight hits, which confirms pretty well. So, he's so slowly trying to jump out there, but getting caught by the M Thunderbird.
Full combo with that DP frame kill. Gonna BC out. BC counter hit to keep the corner. Back throw from Dudakov. And now the butterflies are set up. DP finds its mark.
Side swap. A little bit more awkward in this match, but still something that could still happen. Nice. Oh, you arrow. You butterflies out. Trying to jump out. Oh, tries to wiggle out of that BC area around the character. 0 BC for both players.
On either side, we're back to base game. 100-meter for Swampin. Look at how much that throw did!
Plus frames.
Chip point.
Wow.
Low profiles the DP with the 2M.
Yup. He was one of the only options he could have get access to. He didn't have like full meter for an SSBA. Yo, RPS there. We love to see it. DP6XL. Another round to the corner for Dudakov.
With the link into that ultimate Thunderbird for the hard knockdown. Things are looking really good for Swampin here.
Wow.
Spot dodge on the close M, but is not going to recover in time. Is going to eat this full combo. Maybe finally seeing that super come out from Swampin. 2-0. This is rough for Dudakov. Has to make the reverse sweep here.
Yeah, that's the thing really hard about what I want to do. Even took out the headset to think a little bit. He has his hand over his phone. Maybe want to check something. Doesn't know. Check once again. Play carefully, play carefully, play carefully, play carefully, play carefully.
He's just got Fiddy in his DMs. Like, no, this guy's awful against. This guy's too good against Sayox. You can't play him.
Go back on with the headset. Damn, look again.
God, okay.
Yeah.
Thinks he can make the reverse sweep with the Matera. I like having that faith in your character. It's something quite nice to see.
Yes. Finds a little punish there. Doesn't want to spend any of his CDs. But still, Swampin finds a throw there. Quality life a little bit. Another throw will be found.
Eating fireballs for that little bit of pressure on the wake up. Oh, the ult butterfly does pop. Get that meter back. Clock is active for Bea.
You're gonna come back on every age.
Almost a chip point here. Ultimate butterfly is out. No. The jump is good for Swampin. Clock is spent. Not gonna be able to kill here, but getting down close. Combo limit.
Okay, still. And plus frames, of course. Nice hard knockdown there. Tries to go for. Yup, nice little spot dodge.
For both players here. The spot dodge from Swampin. Getting clipped, and yeah, like you said, checkmate. Don't spot dodge, you die to chip. Spot dodge, you die to the butterfly.
Playing very carefully here. A nice maneuver. The 2-2M finds his mark. Corner, the jump. And again, Dudikoff dropping his low guard. Swampen confirming. Oh, extension again with the good Thunderbird. That's a cool setup. Wow.
The backdash throw tech attempt from Dudikoff not working. They're going to be eating a chunk of damage into this hard knockdown. With light for the frame kill on the safe jump. And that's another clean hit for Swampen. Set point looking to make this a 3-0.
One last chance, a few more interaction for Dudikoff to go. If you want to even it out and put a game up there, wow.
Starting out a little aggressive here. The DP doesn't look good. Not a massive punish on it though.
Good, okay. Gets the 1H in there. So you can think this is the mash. So BC, good screen. Ooh. Nice. Marrows. Mashing. It's close M.
Finds his way in here. This is tough. Getting close to that corner two. Counter hit. Close M with full meter. He's going to be able to put Dudikoff to 1 BP with this combo. Not quite the kill, but one more interaction is going to do it. Is going to send Swampen forward in this bracket. Last BP spent. The meter comes out for that butterfly. Doesn't get popped. Finds the combo. Dudikoff keeping himself alive. 2-1.
Oh, the mix-up there. I thought it was going to like left, right. The Purify didn't pop. Probably Swampen was as confused as us, but still Dudikoff being able to confirm at the end with the auto combo.
Of course, chat losing their mind. I'm Duda pogging. He's Duda crying.
He's Duda Jack. Look at his big muscles.
Hell yeah.
Has to lock in.
Has to do that 2 more times.
So tough, so rough for him, but let's make it will be so amazing. Oh,
yeah, really counter hit. Fire there.
Unfortunate there. Thunderbird catching the 4H attempts.
Doesn't spam for the meter under command. Throw is going to land. The clock is available. Just a roll slides right out of the corner. Flies up. BC not fully baited, so doesn't get a full punish.
Yes. Oh no.
The arrow not juggling the way you'd want. Nice snipe on the riding free. Dudikoff with nice control of his corner right now, but the jump in is good with the clock. No, spends the second hit. Dudikoff another chance here.
Goes for the rare low butterfly. Ooh, finds the 4M. Gets an extension there. Playing carefully, very carefully.
Oh, nice ball dodges from Swampen. Snipes out the ultimate riding free, and Dudikoff closing out another round with that 2M into the heavy arrow.
Jesus, he's playing like, I mean, he has to give everything out, right?
Absolutely, he's on his last legs here.
So he has a round advantage. Swampen finds the corner here. Very rough situation for Dudikoff, as we've seen earlier. Oh, will he get out? Block everything out, please. Ooh, goes to Coco Sims.
There's the throw coming out. Okay, BC from Dudikoff gets the counter hit, gets the butterfly set up. Ultimate, it's gonna pop, doesn't get the rest of the extension. Okay, finds a throw. Life lead's almost even out here, but Swampen spending that BC. Just want to get cornered.
The U reversal coming out. No way!
That's gonna be a no BP for Dudikoff, and that
boomer checked. I got hit to the point where I screamed like a little girl. Oh my god, this is bro. It goes under the projectile. C6M, no.
One last round for Swampen to continue on in this bracket. Going to face a Refu.
Again, getting caught double throw. A lot of damage here for Swampen.
Should build the meter. Not quite able to cash it out. That hit is going to do it. Swampen taking a 3-1 over Dudikoff. Dudikoff out in 5th again. You hate to see it. It's heartbreaking. He fought so hard. But Swampen was insurmountable. Is going to continue on in this bracket facing a Refu.
You gotta respect the double blind pick and sticking to it till the end.
Absolutely. I believe that is going to be it for me and you. We're going to be taking a short break before the finals come out, before we get to see Mary versus Skill in that winners finals. going to be the Eustace versus Saurus matchup, which I think is going to be pretty entertaining. Kind of jealous of the guys who get to call that one, if I'm being honest. It's okay, they're two handsome boys.
Two very handsome boys. They know how to yell with a mic. So for now, this will be it for me, Nayu and Gekiko. It's been a pleasure. And
Do not go anywhere. We are
go
right
anywhere.
back with more top 8 Granblue.
Hydrate yourself. Hope he's gonna say that.
Hello, 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 and welcome back here to Headstomper 2025 in beautiful Malmö for Granblue Fantasy versus Rising Top 4 coming at you. It is your boy Toast on the mic, and the guy absolutely destroying me in the fashion game right now next to me is none other than the voice of European Granblue, Mr. Virum himself. Brother, it is wonderful to be back with you on commentary.
Absolutely a pleasure as always, Brother Toast, and we of course have an incredibly stacked top 4. Coming up, of course, in winners finals, we're going to be having Skill versus Miri, and on the loser side, loser semis, we have Arafu versus Svampen. And I think it's rather poetic that two of the base GBVS Headstomper 2023 top 3 have made top 4 so far, both in Svampen and Miri, both making the top 3 last time. Can Svampen push once again to top 3? We will have to wait and see. But of course, as I mentioned before, we have the winners final set coming up between Skill and Miri.
Absolutely. I mean, those two are absolute legends of Rising already. I mean, Skill has been making a name for himself recently, especially with the Saurus, just an incredible presence of a player who has been tearing through pretty much every bracket that he's entered. Of course, also an ARC World Tour finalist himself. Once again, trying to get even more points going for this next season year of the ARC World Tour, which, of course, Headstomper is going to be a gold event for the ARC World Tour. So there are these precious, precious points to be gotten so you can attend the finals in Seoul this time.
Yep, 100 points for first place, 45 for second, 20 for third. Definitely important points on the line for our competitors. And of course, you know, we're mentioning Skill, but Miri, I feel like maybe someone that globally may not be as well known. You know, he doesn't attend very many offline events. Obviously coming from a little village in Finland, doesn't really get too much of an opportunity to travel. But anybody in Europe will know the pedigree, the incredible presence and power of Miri. Definitely one of the best Eustace players you will ever see here in top 8 of Headstomper.
Absolutely. We are in for an absolute masterclass with these players. And I mean, both of them are representing characters that aren't really that well represented on the global scale, of course. Sora is a character not really considered to be a stronger option for a very, very long time. You know, of course, has been consistently receiving buffs, quality of life improvements, and whatever else you could ask for. And Skill has really made the character his own and has really embodied him with his gameplay. Meanwhile, Miri, of course, someone pushing Eustace as a character and really developing the character forward and making all of these matchups that are incredibly difficult for the character on paper look even or even favored just by pretty much playing out of spite.
Yeah. But actually, so Skill is a player that has, for a while, really struggled with the zoners. I mean, partially because of the nature of his character as well.
Yeah.
Sora is not the best, not the most well-equipped to deal with these zoners. However, he has, as a result, been practicing this Beatrix to deal with the zoner threat. Beatrix, of course, a character known to be able to deal with these zoners much, much better than most of the cast. Now seeing off to a strong start.
Yeah, big command grab immediately coming through here from Skill, and a really, really incredibly fast option that will leave you with a Delta Clock stock, which allows you to extend her combos even further. Beatrix, already such a combo visionary character, will be cashing out into the super, and the first round is going to Skill on the Beatrix.
Yeah, absolutely clinical first round for Skill right there. And despite the fact that, you know, Beatrix was a character that was supposedly nerfed, a couple of her moves, you know, the launch of the Fireball is a key one, but she did also receive a couple of interesting compensation buffs,
Yeah.
we say. So the character, I would say, is still incredibly strong.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, Miri, on the other hand, has never cared about any tier-less spacing whatsoever, just picks the character that he has the most fun with, and
Yeah.
as I've heard it said about Skill as well, someone who works hard can never beat someone who enjoys themselves. Right now, Miri looking incredibly dominating in his round so far. The riding fleet being blocked out as well with a really nice Starlight punish into the Raging Strike, and Miri answering back in kind with a dominant round.
Yeah, I really, really like the fact that Miri is so good at kind of disengaging his pressure. He's so kind of aggressive in terms of how he just puts those buttons on your block, uses the specials to get those plus frames, and then he'll just stop at these opportune moments to really get those openings going.
Yeah. And I mean, when I was commentating Miri's pool set earlier, something that I really like to always point out with Miri is that the hard part about playing a zoning character like this is not knowing how to zone, but knowing when not to zone and to just do nothing.
Yes.
And that's something that Miri has truly mastered, and his game feel for that is incredible.
That is when the openings present themselves. Very nice awareness. That is another one of the nerfs that happens to Beatrix. The riding 3, H riding 3, now -8. The block is at a -6. Big hit with the conversion. Has the meter for SBA and is going to spend it here. I said though, you have to watch out. That Delta Clock is primed and ready.
She has received all the help she needs, and is now ready to unleash her full potential right now. And that's going to be a big hit into the SBA. Miri taken down to 0 bravery points, taking that 50% increased damage. And this is going to be a brutal hit here coming out from Skill, managing to take the first game right there off of the run-up 2L. And the French crowd is already going wild.
Yeah, the slight delay on that 2L catching Miri off guard there.
Believe in victory. Battle.
Dedicated to the useless life. He has played this character through matchups that have been way worse even.
Yeah.
He has navigated this way through. He has made things work.
Yeah, we've seen how he's able to. We've seen how he's fought base game Belial, base game Seox on this character. Characters who do not give this character a good time whatsoever. Come out on top time and time again. There's the U-grenade. Ton of extra damage thanks to that off of the throw. Patience from both players.
DC going wide there as well from the...
And that's a bait.
You know what?
Beautiful
That's
stop right there.
absolutely
Oh, but
bait.
so
No
no punish! He tried a little bit too much right there and ended up getting the punish. Skill doing the same thing with the dash up close heavy.
Just caught up in the crossfire here a little bit. Things are not going the way of Miri right now as he gets caught up by yet another 6XL. It's going to be a big extension because of the 0 BP. This should be able to kill. Still has the fireball to go into the heavy. And that is going to be Skill taking yet another round on the board off of the brink of defeat right there. That has to hurt for Miri.
Yeah, all he needs to do is a very simple punish. Nice anti-air using the assault knife out of the close combat.
Yeah, right now just kind of going back to the zoning playstyle, but getting caught up by the Ground Viper once again here, the riding free from Beatrix. And still an incredible tool, you know, has already been nerfed twice, but it's still such a menacing tool, especially against these characters who want to control spacing.
Conversion off the 6XL. Very carefully just trying to weasel his way out, but not given any opportunity. He's got a Skill so disciplined right now on the offense, not overcommitting.
Miri definitely looking for something like a reversal SSBA, but Skill just plays it real clean as once again, much to the joy of the French crowd, as he's going to be going up 2-0 here over Miri.
Yeah, and how does Miri respond? It's looking real difficult. Well, that's already a start. Blocking the far heavy into the riding free. Skill missing out on the confirm. He's going to DP back.
The really good close line challenge right there on that wake up from Miri. We've seen these quite a lot today, especially from players like Arufu, just being incredibly on point with their reversal timing, just going for these slides and being completely ready for it. UDP coming out from Eustace, of course. He does not have a meterless reversal option, has to opt to spend the 50 bar.
Yep. There's the first BT coming out from Miri, but a huge U-Star chaser to get him off. Okay, gets the light, but doesn't string anything further. Miri just trying to find a crucial hit right now, and Delta Clock is ready on the side of Skill. Huge far heavy, wasn't expecting it, and this is going to be a nice hit for Miri, enough to close the round.
Yeah, Miri keeping it simple there as well, just with the raging chain extension, does not want to risk anything, and gets himself around on the board here over Skill, who has just been running him down with this VHX. Definitely, you can tell that he's been putting in the work with his character as well. For Soros, his main character, can struggle a little bit against these zoning-based characters that can just fill his linear approach with projectiles, and Miri is incredibly good at that, so I definitely agree with the pick here from Skill, and it's been paying dividends already.
Miri making use of the light yellow grenades to bait out the spot dodges that Skill is trying to go for at these ranges. Oh, nice, making use of the U-Flamic this time to stuff out the attempt at the Star Chaser.
And what a beautiful anti-air there as well. This should absolutely do it for Miri. Has some extensions to spare, and now it's going to be Miri fighting back, firing back, and getting a game on the board. Now only down one game here, Skill. Still has to make one game happen, but Miri can absolutely make a comeback here. I have seen this man reverse sweep a bunch of people in my time.
Oh, here we go. The Shinryuken gets another one. Oh no, missing the follow-up. And there we go. There's the yellow grenade once again, beating out the spot dodge. Gonna get an extension off of this as well. Hard knockdown? No.
Opting to go for the grenade setup. The UDP gets baited. No counter hit recovery, but the grenade is still on you. So Miri still has the potential to extend right here. Builds the meter right at the end, but it will.
Yeah, a little bit too high right there to get the SPA. And once again, the L grenade working wonders for Miri, really establishing momentum for himself.
But the backing off here.
There's a high-pitched sort of ping that's going on. I don't know if that's a headphone issue or a stream issue. I'm not sure if the people at home hear it. Okay. Alright, once again, Miri now applying the pressure, getting some space mid-screen, but beautiful reaction with the XPA. But it trades!
Yes. Getting the trade doesn't have enough invulnerability for him, however, once again, the riding free catching out Miri right here. And the combo limit kicks in.
Nice run-up throw. Miri not allowed to play the game right there. Now Skill here at set point. 1 point away, 1 round away from advancing on to winner's side of Grand Finals. But that's a huge start for Miri. Once again, that 2H on the ball.
Yeah, non-counter it as well. Miri still really on point with those conversions. That's another thing that actually works out really well in Eustace's favor a lot of the time. This 2H is incredible. The follow-up makes it so you can really deal well with air stalls. Yep. Which is one of the stronger tools of the character. Miri really adept at making use of it. Another U-grenade coming through there as well. Just opting to go for some chip damage. Backing off back into the neutral and getting still escapes from the corner right there. Fireball being blocked right there. Riding free does not get punished just yet, and Miri is just still looking to stop these approaches right now. Currently just looking for a 2M, definitely looking for a one-hit confirm into Super. Grenades being thrown out left and right right now. Doesn't quite find the hit, and that's going to be a big reversal SSPA. Big chunk of damage, but no animation here, notably for Skill.
Oh, but what an interception right there from Miri. Beautiful stuff to close out that round. Evening up the set 2-2.
And I really hope that you can hear the crowd at home a bit, because everyone is cheering right now for their favorite. A lot of ardent Miri supporters in the crowd, but the French crowd is always going to be the loudest, I can tell you that much.
Of course. Once again, back to the zoning game. Miri going for these empty jumps, but it's giving Skill kind of an opportunity to run his way in and start his offense. Look at the 2L. Oh, low profiling the U Flamek with the 2-2M, and that was actually one of the compensation buffs that Beatrix received. She now gets much more frame advantage on the counter hit 2-2M.
Yeah, that move is just so brutal against characters like users who want to be throwing out a lot of projectiles. It's just low profile, so many options that you really wouldn't think it does, considering the Flamek Thunder Shot that's kind of low to the ground. But still, Beatrix does not care. She is just going for the limbo. Beautiful conversion there from Miri, spacing things into the super. Of course, this one always animates, so he's going to be taking the bravery point from Skill as well. Going for the grenade setup, BC being blocked.
Amount chip damage for Miri here as well. Keep the block string pressure tight. He's backing off. Oh, but gets whiff punished by the far heavy. That is going to be probably enough with the Immortal Assault right here.
Absolutely, and that's going to be the round going to Skill, who's now up on set point over Miri, looking to move into Grand Finals undefeated.
A classic organic comeback courtesy of Beatrix. Something that she never lost, but a good 6XL round start for Miri. Definitely going to keep fighting back as hard as he can. The trade, but still, Skill able to pick up.
Not quite though. With the 2-on-4L just whiffing at the end, and Miri able to get a little bit of a conversion, pushing Skill towards the corner once again. And the sick RPS DP is going to be finding its mark. Skill hasn't been representing those too much, so now late in the set is the time to whip him out.
Huge 5U coming out from Skill as well. Next clean hit is going to lead to a Delta Clock conversion. That's going to be a lot of damage, especially knocking down to 1 BP if he catches into SBA here. The Embrask Sword. Guess for game here, Miri. It's your set life. Chooses to BC.
Chooses to BC. 0 BP on his side right now. Does not have any more of those left in him, but he does have 100 meter. So, of course, a super is on the menu, but the 2L. Just a run up from Skill is going to do it, and Skill will be advancing into the winner's side of the grand final right here.
I was just about to say that I've seen Miri make these miracles happen. However, it was not meant to be this time. Skill guaranteed top 2 here at Headstomper. Headstomper 2025. You know what it was? I saw your outplayed thing before, and it just kind of, the bottle.
My man getting schmixed right here, but now we are representing Sweden through and through. I mean, have you seen this? Have you seen the trophy that we got right on our beautiful commentary desk right here? I mean, take a look at that. The winner will be taking home one of these beautiful horn trophies as well, so you can really feel like a Viking. You can really feel like you conquered the North in this tournament.
Yeah, really, really conquering the Nordic region here. Skill, once again, advancing into Grand Finals. I believe next we're going to be moving on to losers semis with Arafu versus Svampen.
Yeah, this is a match that I've been really looking forward to, because Arafu has been playing on fire today. He's been so incredibly controlled, and he's been so incredibly calm in a lot of these last hit situations where people tend to freak out a little bit and just tend to overextend their pressure. Arafu has just kept it calm and collected the entire time, and he's been really coming into his own, I think, with the Sandalphon pick now, a character that you really do not get to see too much.
Yeah, definitely a seasoned veteran across multiple games as Arafu, of course. Very well known across base game, played a lot of Guilty Gear Strive as well, and is just like very disciplined, very kind of experienced in the way that he plays, and it really, really shows in a lot of the options that he picks, particularly on defense. Meanwhile, of course, Svampen, we mentioned the hero of Sweden, back with a vengeance. I hear Margin in the back cheering for him, nice and loud. Shout out to Margin, of course, going to be on commentary for Fatal Fury Top 8 tomorrow, which is going to be very exciting.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's been really cool to see Svampen really coming through here on home turf as well. I know that he's not been feeling the best about this bracket so far. You know, he told me this morning that, you know, he wasn't feeling all that great, and he would have liked to DQ and everything, and now he's here in top 8. And he's made it all the way back. He's locked in, and he's really been showing the people what his Beatrix can do, a character that he's been waiting for ever since the announcement of base game. You know, always been a big Beatrix fan, so I'm really happy to see him doing well with this character now, and I'm really happy to see him just performing incredible in this top 8 right here, making some really gnarly comebacks happen as well, and some real nail biters of a set, especially against Pixie earlier. Of course, you know, playing against Lil Wayne is always stressful for everyone, but now
yes.
I believe we're going to be moving at a more leisurely pace, maybe even for him, because Arefu has been playing it very calm and collected.
Now, of course, you mentioned the Beatrix, but the Zeta has also come out this bracket as well, and it's been doing plenty of work as well. So, you know, depending on the situation, we may even see the Zeta. I actually think that Zeta was more adversely affected by the changes. Of course, the removal of the fuzzy overheads really means that she has to completely kind of restructure her whole offense compared to Beatrix. You know, she lost a couple of her mid-screen extensions, but for the most part, the character is largely intact.
Yeah. Someone check on Gandido, though. Help him.
Yeah, he's not happy. Not happy at all.
Yeah, of course, a universal change recently happened in the patch that dropped just a few days ago here, of course, introducing the new character Galleon alongside some balance and system changes here. A lot of the fuzzy options and a lot of instant overheads actually got removed from the game just across the board. And some characters like Zeta in particular, of course, kind of relied upon them for a lot of their Oki game in the corners. Seeing them lost is, of course, a bit rough for a character like Zeta. But speaking of which, we are actually seeing Zeta right here.
Yeah, starting things off with the Zeta. Probably going to try and gauge if Arefu can really deal with the offense, because, you know, the safe jump offense is still pretty strong. You can layer it pretty well with Zeta and making great use of the pokes already.
Definitely. Immediately finding a staggered hit there as well on the run-up. This is going to be still a really good Oki situation for Swampin to see if he can cash out into anything. No, just choosing to keep it simple and just finds another 5L. This should absolutely be enough to close things out. We definitely have the super button turned on this time.
Yep. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. The fact that he managed to get that first game against Dudikov without having access to his supers, the technical input supers. Always make sure to fully check your controls at home, everybody.
Definitely, especially if Saki was playing, because he always turns everything off. He cannot be trusted.
Yep.
We got the Zeta pick once again. Seemingly working out really well here for Swampin, finding himself yet again in a dominating corner position. Going to be getting the hard knockdown, of course. Ultimate skills leading to those. And Arefu just is looking a little bit lost on defense right now.
Yeah, just Swampin being so aggressive with his offense so far, and it's paying dividends, allowing him to maintain that corner control the whole time. Arefu having a hard time fighting his way out. There's the 5U, but a nice challenge with the far heavy. Finally getting some real damage on the board is Arefu.
This conversion is so cool. I love the 2-on-4U conversions with Vandal Fun. Arefu has really shown me the light today. Like, I wasn't familiar with this character's game up until Arefu showed up today.
Yeah, 2-on-4U, real sick move. Yep, gonna BC there, of course. Don't want to hold that. Cross up, but no punish on either side. Once again,
Arefu down to his last little sliver of life, and that's going to be Swampin taking that first game in a really dominating fashion, looking completely warmed up with the Zeta, despite only representing Beatrix in the top 8 so far.
It's going to be interesting to see if Swampin can kind of maintain the state of his offense, or if Arefu is going to be able to find those adaptations. We saw some changes happen even in that second round. We're going to have to see if that continues to play out. Nice use of the aerial spear of Arbis.
Good extension here from Arefu as well. This time opting not to go for any of the Seraphic Wing activations. This time going into the fire stance. That's something that we've seen quite a lot from a beautiful roll there from Swampin to get past the judgment cut. Rhapsody being held as well. This is going to be a nice little extension toward the corner.
Yeah, even after toning down the active frames of Rhapsody, you can still do a ton. And the delay right there, beautiful from Swampin. Made it seem like he was going to go for an auto-time jab. Delays it ever so slightly to take the round.
Yeah, he is looking incredible right now.
Yeah, this is just kind of the sign of Swampin's experience and the caliber as a player. The way that he kind of layers his offense to work so well against even these higher level players. Oh, nice anti with the fireball though, the Ecliptica.
Yeah. And right now though, Arefu once again just keeps finding himself in his corner of the screen. Swampin immediately opting for a very aggressive U-Rhapsody there as well, getting the hard knockdown and once again pushing Arefu into the corner. He's going to have to guess the game on his next situation right here. Yep. Swampin going to be setting up a nice little Oki situation and the 6XL with punishes, and Swampin taking the second game in a row in a dominant manner. This has been all Swampin so far.
Yeah. I even love the spot dodge after that meaty light, maybe anticipating something like a Brave counter.
Yeah.
Didn't come, but it still left Swampin in a good position. After taking a moment on the character select screen. Of course, he does have the Jita, he does have the Catalina, but he has been really dedicated on the Sandalphon for the past couple of months, pretty much since his release. So I'd be surprised to see if we saw a swap here. No.
Yeah.
Locking him in for the rest of the set.
Definitely. I'm always a firm believer in just going with the character that you are comfortable with, that you're warmed up with, and that you really feel that you've been performing with all bracket. You know, having any sort of adjustment period to a different character in a set like this where you're going to be playing against Swampin, you just can't afford it.
Beautiful delay on the 2H right there coming out from Arafu, but still not enough to really push the damage.
Swampin just kind of getting away mostly scot-free, even off of that counter at Arafu. Finding a nice little throw here to get things started. The offense looking in his favor for pretty much the first time this set. 6XL's coming through the Ecliptica being spot dodged. And right now, Swampin unfortunately just gapping Arafu right there. The spot dodge, not quite enough frames on that one. The BC goes wide as well, and this is going to be another big punish here for the side of Swampin. Opting to just go for a simple 5U. Ender gets grabbed though and tossed into the corner.
Yeah, tries to shimmy right there, but unfortunately not working out. And the double block on the BC, not going to hold anymore. Just go for the Rhapsody and gets the full conversion into SBA. Oh, didn't quite get the BP off.
And that's going to hit. That laser goes full screen right there. Not going to be fully animating, of course, with the Paradise Lost, but a 6XL is just going to be putting Swampin here on set point in what a dominating fashion so far. Arafu is going to have to make a miracle happen to bring this back.
The hero of Sweden fighting in a real dominant fashion, as you said. Looking incredibly comfortable, incredibly confident, and sure of himself right now. That said, though, Arafu finally mounting some damage in offense.
Yeah, choosing to go into the fire stance once again, getting that powered up fireball and getting the option to go for that heavy follow-up, the guard crush follow-up on the 2-on-4H. But right now, Swampin has been so good about these Rhapsodies. I don't think Arafu has managed to bait a single Rhapsody usage just yet.
Hard knockdown on the counter. Triple Pogo. Oh, tries to go for a delay right there, but the punish with the Rhapsody again. Swampin just so on point, and I think this is going to be enough.
Yeah, should absolutely do it. We're going to be routing into the SBA. The Spear of Arvis taking Arafu down, and Swampin with a quick 3-0 will be fighting to see if he can make it to the loser side of Grand Finals right here.
Yeah, that entire set was Swampin just completely asserting his will onto Arafu. Arafu had no control throughout that entire set. Even in the instances where he got solid hits, Swampin immediately answered back with a reversal and was immediately ready in every situation.
Yeah, incredible stuff right there. I mean, he just had the read on Arafu's offense the entire time. He just did not get anything started. The few times that Arafu managed to fight his way out of the corner, just an immediate Rhapsody was there to punish him every single time. And Swampin, he's really woken up now. He's told me he didn't get a lot of sleep, but apparently they put something in his water. He is awake.
Yeah, he said he's had like 5 hours of sleep across the past couple of days,
Yeah.
and yet he's really fighting. He's fighting like he's truly alive right now.
The spirit of the Bia plushie already possessing him here as Miri is sitting down, of course. Wants to get that run back against Skill in Grand Finals, but I also, once again, you mentioned it earlier, this is quite poetic. This is a run back of the top 3, except for, of course, Usagi Lucy, not here today, but this is a run back, other than that, of the top 3 of Headstomper 2023 for base Granblue back in the day.
And I think these two literally played in losers finals against each other. Yep.
Yeah, this time, you know, looking to see who's going to face off against Skill rather than Usagi. But we're going to be immediately getting back into things. I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing the useless pick here from Miri, not really expecting anything else. But it's going to be interesting to see what Swampin actually opts to go for. I mean, of course, we saw the Beatrix from Skill doing really well against Miri, but maybe he's just feeling locked in on the Zeta right after that dominant performance here against Arafu.
Yeah, definitely will be interesting to see. Now, I know Swampin is a very kind of proud player, and I feel like, I don't know, maybe considering what happened back in 2023 where the Zeta lost to the Eustace there, maybe he wants to try that run back again. Who knows? It'll be interesting to see.
Definitely, yeah. Right now, they're just going into a button check. We're not going to be seeing the Swampin Raga, I don't think.
No.
At the very least, we are currently going through a quick little button check, just making sure we got our super buttons. Saki didn't steal them away again.
Oh, he's pressing the buff. He's pressing the buff for medium. There's
Press the monkey flip. Shout out to Mundo.
Yeah, this character, Vass, you know, we haven't seen him throughout this tournament, but he is definitely on a lot of people's radars at the moment.
Don't worry. Soon enough you will.
Yes, yes. Shout out to the guys in North America. I know they're going through it right now. Because, you know, I know BSG, Fuselit, powerhouses on the Vassaraga, and now potentially going to be even more dominant.
Yeah, and as you kind of alluded to earlier, it looks like Swampin is looking for the run back with the Zeta right there. And let's see, we're picking the music. We're going with the Eustace theme. Perfect. That's how you know Miri is selecting. That's all part of the matchup, you know? You have to pick your character's music. You have to just assert that dominance on your opponent if you're the one picking.
Not going to pick Platinum Sky because they have 2 society members, I see. Eustace's theme is a banger, though.
It is incredible. And right now, it's gonna be, we're going to have another banger on our hands, and it's going to be this incredible losers finals right here at Headstomper 2025. Miri getting things started right here, finding the first few bits of offense.
Nice use of the L Rhapsody once again. All this corner damage, frame kill.
Blocking the unblockable to you, never been seen before. That's why Miri is just one of the greats to ever do it. Still getting hit, unfortunately, and this is going to be a really gnarly safe jump situation. Tried to get out of the block string right there, but Swampin will be taking the first round of that extension.
Yeah, very, very nice. Cleaning up with the Rising U Spear of Arbus. This is looking like a follow-up of what we saw in the Arafu set. Once again, Swampin playing extremely confident right now.
Yeah, right now, we're trying to slow down the pace of the game, just trying to get a few grenades going, but Zeta does have some decent projectile game of her own. Doesn't have the opportunity to go through other projectiles anymore. That's something we haven't seen in a while from Zeta, but still, you know, the laser still is a force to be reckoned with, especially once you have that 50% meter. It's really good at counter zoning and just randomly giving you full conversion kind of from half screen away.
Oh, yes. A big jump out from Swampin. Very good at finding those escape opportunities. Now Miri stuck in the corner. Beautiful counterpoint with the 2M. Going to lead to, once again, a solid damage. Solid damage conversion and the Oki afterwards. Kill with the 2M, but the throw is teched.
Finding a nice XSL at the corner right there. Of course, doesn't get, Eustace doesn't really get great damage mid-screen except for a specific hit, so Miri just kind of have to win low and slow right here. But this is a good one to get us started. Beautiful conversion from Miri once again. Always has the awareness to optimize the situations, but Swampin finds a nice 2L counter poke. And gonna be taking him all the way to the other corner.
Yep, Zeta does have those corner-to-corners. You thought it was just Catalina of Vesusia. No, sir, Zeta has them too. A ton of chip damage, ooh, but a little bit early. So if you actually BC the second hit of the U-Flamic, you can actually punish Eustace right there. You have a 12-frame window, and I believe Zeta's U-Spear of Arbus is able to catch that punish.
Yeah, great awareness there from Swampin. Just didn't quite have the timing down. Finds himself a nice little Spear of Arbus though, 6-6H, getting blocked.
And there is the 5U. Signo drive, very, very solid move in this version of the game. Has been since, I believe, 1.5, where they made it like -2 on block, and it has really high counter reward now.
Yeah. PC here coming out from Miri once again, just going for these grenade setups. And Swampin does not want to hold any of that. He's using BCs extremely aggressively here because he just wants to keep up the momentum. He cannot allow Miri to control the pace of the game.
Tech on the throw. Oh, but you are old, sir. Not avoiding the Raging Strike even.
Yeah, no being blocked out here on the auto combo follow-up. Once again, the 5U just coming through, and the U Spear of Arbus, the U Gap Spear has been deployed once again. This is going to be a huge chunk of damage. However, Swampin does have no BP left. Both players now all out of BP have to play dishonest on defense now.
Oh, and that's a huge hit for Miri. That's going to be enough to get him the first game here. That was quite the marathon for Miri. 1-0 up.
Finishing things off right there with the dead end fall, and I really like Miri fully just executing the combo, not going for the super too early, just making sure he definitely has the kill right there because he cannot afford to give Swampin an inch.
Battle 1. Engage.
Right, good 6XM trade for Swampin, but Miri making sure to fight aggressively in these situations. Unlike what we saw with skill, Swampin is actually just willing to kind of block a lot of these grenades until that moment, the L grenade able to get the catch.
Yeah, Miri is so good at varying up the timings on the zoning where you really try to spot dodge and just get caught out every single time. We've seen this so much with Miri in bracket today, where in all of his matches, even in pools, he was just able to get a read on people's spot dodge timings. He's so good at that.
Once again, Swampin being very aggressive, doesn't want to hold anything, doesn't want to allow Miri to establish anything. Nice spot dodge on the U, Infinite Wonders.
Yeah, again, the U slow kill as well, just always giving users so much space control. And a nice little far medium hit confirm here once again for Miri. We'll be getting another round on the board right here. He is looking to get the run back against skill.
Yeah, those hits that we saw Swampin landing so liberally in the first round and throughout the Arafu set, they're not really finding their mark anymore. And once again, that L grenade. Oh, but that's a huge punish.
Yeah.
And that counts as a reversal as well to get the counter hit state.
Yeah, this is a brutal punish. Things are going really awry for Miri here. Look at all this damage mounting up, and we have a good Oki situation here for Swampin as well. Only needs one more hit here if he gets the right one to finish things out. Miri has to use those bravery points to get out the corner. Eustace, of course, does not have a meterless reversal, but finds a beautiful counter poke timing right there. Gonna be able to extend decently to the way to the other corner. Tries to go for a throw, but Swampin mashing on wake up. Does not want to hold any of that.
Yep. Missing out on the full extension right there as Swampin. Still got a decent chunk of damage, but not an ideal situation. Wow, the empty jump not challenged by Miri. Against the wall bounce, going to convert into the SSBA. What beautiful awareness.
Wow. The micro dash SSBA right there from Miri, just incredible awareness. And that's something that it's just incredible to watch about him every single time. He always has a conversion for every situation with this character. Like, both him and Bonsai are like two players where you can watch them and see a new combo every single time.
Yep. Or if you play a lot against these players, feel a new combo every single time.
Indeed. Beautiful to age right there from Miri. Gonna be pushing Swampin towards the corner right here. And now the grenade pressure is starting up again.
Yeah, because Miri's been doing such a good job layering the grenade pressure, it opens up the other pressure options in his arsenal. We're seeing the slow kill come out more, we're seeing more of the Flammic. And Miri just looking on fire right now. Spear of Arvis to Flammic's lightning.
Linking into the Flammic Thunder there as well to get the meter refunded at the end of that combo. However, we're already in the other corner again as another 2M from Miri finds his mark, and he will be putting himself on set point here over Swampin.
And again, I truly believe it's kind of a difference in confidence from what we saw in the previous set with Swampin. It feels like he's hesitating a little bit more on his offense, doesn't quite know how to open up Miri in these situations, and is just struggling to find those hits that he found so easily before. But a Rhapsody is certainly a good way to do it.
Absolutely, 6XL's coming out right now. The 2U once again being blocked right here. Nice punish from Miri. Looking to find these grenade setups, but Swampin so far staying calm and collected on defense. Tries to get real cheeky there with the aerial spear of Arvis. It works out this time, and this is going to be a nice push towards the corner into a good Oki situation for Swampin.
Yeah, really good stacking with the 6XLs right there. Just spaced himself beautifully around Miri's defense.
And Zeta, of course, still gets really good safe jump situations. Despite, you know, the fuzzy option being removed, her safe jump is still incredibly scary. But Miri finds a beautiful one-hit confirm into the SBA.
Yeah, the Astral Rage Howl always draining a BP as well.
Swampin currently just fighting through the grenade timer right there, managing to just keep Miri in lockdown so he can't take advantage of it. Ooh. Yeah, the aerial U-Spear of Arvis just getting caught out by the slow kill, but this is another good opening for Swampin. He's not going to be able to kill off of this, but the next touch absolutely is going to do it.
And I like cashing out into the SBA here. Favor that BP situation.
I think Miri keeping things calm and collected on defense for now. Tries to go for another grenade, but Swampin stays alive.
Beautiful aggressive challenge from Swampin right there. He really needed that to get back into the set.
We have seen the hero of Sweden make miracles happen before. We might see it again, but not if Miri has anything to say about it. Eustace drunk driving to the wrong side on the auto combo.
And that's going to lead to a full Rhapsody combo as a result. Get the hard knockdown with the Infinite Wonders. Miri been so good about blocking these, but gets hit.
Nice extension once again on the counter. It's local. Miri extremely aware as always. The Rhapsody coming through. Dodges the gap laser this time.
Hold on to the 8 Rat Race this time. The staggers with the 6XLs once again, working for Svampen. Doesn't quite have the 100 meters to cash out to SBA, but he probably can here if he so chooses. No, gonna keep it.
Yeah, gonna keep the meter, of course, also gives him access to things like U Rhapsody, but he's not gonna need them because he can just extend into the 2-2U end of the game and keep himself alive right here.
Is this the start of Svampen's comeback, or can Miri shut the door on the hero's story? We'll have to wait and see in the next set, in the next game even.
We are gonna find out real shortly here, but I'm definitely not counting out Miri. He can most certainly bring this back in his favor.
The far HH catching Svampen a little bit right there. Nice, delaying the hit to be able to punish the Rhapsody.
Front touch again on the heavy rat race right there. Svampen getting caught up by a 6XL. Nice little extension here from Miri. Probably going to go into the Acid Rage Howl as well to just regain that BP, get some extra damage on the board, and put himself in a situation where he can just close out this round.
Yeah, that's one of the kind of defensive faults of Zeta. Her mediums are very slow, and as a result, in those defensive situations where you're outside of sweep range, she can have a little bit of trouble.
Absolutely, and what an anti-air here from Miri to close out the round, going into the Raging Strike extension, and this is once again Miri finding himself on set point over Svampen.
Yeah, very dominant first round in this 4th game from Miri. Nice punish on the roll as well. Svampen a little bit late there.
Another nice far heavy extension. Nade pressure coming through once again. And midstream so far, Svampen has navigated his way through, but the 2HH gonna be leading to a full conversion here from Miri. Incredible tool against these air stalls, like the U Spear of Arvis in the air.
Yeah, even the U Spear of Arvis not enough to keep Svampen safe there. But that U Flamic, 1 or 2, not gonna see a third, but we are gonna get the extension!
And that's gonna do it! Miri moves on to Grand Finals to face off against Skill, and Svampen will be taken out at a very respectable 3rd place right there. What a conversion from Miri.
Hugging it out once again. The hero not gonna have his comeuppance. He's not gonna have his comeback this time. Miri advancing once again to Grand Finals, but this time, will Miri be able to take it all? Or will he see another 2nd place finish here at Headstomper? Big ups once again to Svampen. An incredible performance here. You know, he came into this tournament, particularly after the nerfs to both Beatrix and Zeta. He came into this very kind of not really feeling it. Very dejected, not really feeling it. He, as you mentioned before, he was considering DQing, so managing to make it all the way to 3rd place, get himself some Arc World Tour points as well. 20 points, nice 20 points on the board. Very, very strong showing to our hero of Sweden here.
Absolutely, and I just want to say, can I get a round of applause for the hero of Sweden, Mr. Svampen? Beautiful, of course, has many of its local supporters here as well. We are on home turf here in beautiful Malmö, Sweden, and we are looking to get right into our Grand Finals here between Skill and Miri coming up.
That we are one final set here for Granblue Fantasy versus Rising at Headstomper 2025. Over 80 entrants down to our final 2. Skill on the winner's side and Miri on the loser's side.
Absolutely, and yeah, I mean, we already saw the set just play out on the winner's side, and it's an absolute nail-biter. We saw the Beatrix coming out here from Skill this time. I wonder if he's going to be going with that, at least to start, definitely, I'm pretty sure, in the set, because it worked out so well over on the winner's side, but we're gonna need to see. Maybe Saurus will make an appearance later.
I think if things are looking dire for the Beatrix, if it really feels like Eustace is locked and loaded, truly locked in with the Eustace, and has kind of downloaded the Beatrix from Skill, maybe we'll see the Soras then. Otherwise, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of Beatrix throughout the set.
Yeah. And of course, you know, Skill really wants to not give Miri time to adapt right here. He, of course, has a set to spare. But I think if we go to a reset, it's really going to favor Miri. I think Miri is a player who is incredibly good at adaptation in long sets. And that's going to really come into play, of course. Not to say that Skill isn't, but I feel like, you know, Shin Miri coming from the loser side is a different beast compared to winner side Miri.
Oh, yes. Yeah, as I was going to say before, at the end of the previous set, I've seen Miri make miracles happen. Let's see if he's able to do it once again. Gearing up for grand finals. Skill versus Miri. Can we make some noise?
At Viram, it has been so beautiful to see this crowd. It's been so wonderful to have everyone here at Headstomper duking it out. Of course, our player is currently still making sure those buttons work. We do not want another incident. We've already had one.
that we have. Hope they will check their super inputs as well.
Even better. This is why I recommend always fully resetting your inputs before you actually do your own. But yeah, these two are definitely going to know. And we are definitely looking to have the Beatrix to start out here from skill. No surprises there. Of course, the character has been working out incredibly well for him. And Miri, once again, there is no doubt in my mind that he will be sticking with the Eustace no matter what right here. He is a ride or die for this character. The Belial theme is being selected. And we are getting into our grand finals. Make some noise. Headstomper 2025, baby.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
We are believing in victory right now, and we are getting straight into things. Skill on the Beatrix versus Miri on the Eustace. Grenades are being tossed up, but once again we see the devious riding free getting Skill the first proper hit of the set.
Yeah, the tick throw, of course, so strong, and gets the launcher hit with the Delta clock as well. You're immediately challenging though.
Fireball, of course, as well from Skill, getting him that hard knockdown, keeping Miri in the corner, but he is immediately just saying, nope, I'm spending my 50 bar, and I'm getting out of here. Beautiful counter poke there on the command dash break from Skill.
Yeah, a lot of people tend to let Miri get away with those. Nice anti-air with the close heavy. This can be solid damage and solid corner carry. Sets up the grenade as well.
Overhead being blocked. They said it couldn't be done, but Miri...
Ooh, not actually in range for that Raging Strike.
Yeah, still finding a hit right here. Is Delta clocked in, of course, on that low HP. He's going to be able to find himself the first round here of this grand finals.
Battle 2. Engage.
And of course, we hear the crowd popping off already. First round down, but the French are already celebrating. That's how you know it's a French crowd, baby. Grenade here, of course, being spot dodged by Skill. Not going to get caught out by that too willy-nilly, and that's going to be a nice extension to the corner. Miri putting under pressure, nice 6XL extension. Gonna be finding himself a nice grenade setup, plus on block there as well, trying to catch a jump.
Yep. Yeah, that U-grenade setup is really, really solid. Even if it's fully blocked, does a lot of chip, gets a counter-hit conversion off the far HH, and that's going to be the ender with the SPA.
Doesn't even need the full animation as the Acid Rage Howl evens us up here in round count.
Battle 3. Engage.
Being top styles right now. Once again, the grenade pressure continues, and we've seen Miri do this so much over the course of this top 8 already.
Yep.
It's just really hard to escape this corner pressure, but once again, Skill finds a cheeky little riding free to get him out of the situation, and Miri is being very aggressive here with these meter DP usages. Not something we usually see too much from him, and something that I feel like he's adapted to doing after the winner's side of the set.
Big far heavy, but doesn't confirm into the riding free right there. Big counter hit with the 6XL. Can get a lot of corner carry off of this as well. Set up into the H grenade. Yeah, good block from Skill. Not going to fall for that gimmick.
Choosing to go for the BC there as well to just avoid the tail end of that chip damage as well. But Miri finds himself another 6XL, and that's going to be the first game going to Miri.
Yeah, Miri this time the one to take the lead in this set. Can he keep this momentum up is the question.
We will find out real soon right here as we're getting right into our game 2. Both of these players, no hesitation, just going right back in.
A beautiful whiff punish right there. And again, you'd think as a rushdown character, Beatrix's mid-range wouldn't be as solid and stable as it is, and yet the combination of the 6XL combined with the far heavy just make it so difficult to play around this character in mid-range at times.
Absolutely, of course. The U-Flamic Thunder right here, having multiple hits of that count as a U projectile, really coming through these projectile wars right here for Miri.
Both these players just so aggressive on their offense. Once again, the tick throw. Nothing is forever. 5U.
Really like the hollow ringing every time she does that.
Oh, big 6-6. U-Flamic right there. Oh, the
jump over. Okay, that's how we're feeling. We're really pulling out the grand finals only strategies right there.
Saving it for nationals indeed. And that you know, obviously this game has a block button and everyone's like, oh, you got to hold block button. But in a situation like that, one simply is not,
it's not happening. H-Grenade being set up right here. Miri, of course, now able to get even more extensions and also get a full combo off a throw, but Skill says, you know what, you're just not going to hit me. I'm just going to be hitting you first.
Once again, extension into the H-Rat race. Plus frames this time.
The H-Rat race, of course, also making all of these Flamic Thunder shots really, really plus on block, detonating the grenade. Once again, Miri opting to go for the grenade pressure. Skill finding a really good 6XL timing. It's clocked in as well, so let's see if he's going to cash out into the SSPA. No, drops the combo a little bit, but still looking good.
Unfortunate for Skill there, but as you said, still in a good position, and that 2L is going to do it. Doesn't even need the Savior Unleashed, but is going to do it anyway. Evening up the rounds once again.
Yeah, this has been an incredible back and forth so far. I mean, when we had this in the winner's side, Skill looked a little bit more in control. Miri definitely looking really warmed up right now. He's not really letting him set his pace as much.
Big Thunderbird right there. Gets clipped by the 2L again, but not too much damage coming out. The 6XM.
Cheeky over bomb right there. Will be another full extension here. Coming through in the corner from Skill. Beatrix, you know, despite her combo damage already being adjusted, she is still... I mean, she still hurts a lot.
Yes, oh, huge counter hit, close heavy right there for Miri.
Go for the throw, the U-Grenade once again being deployed. That's quite a lot of chip damage that it's very hard to deal with. And that's really a game by inches that Yusuf really likes to play, just a character that really is focused on going for chip damage. Both him and Metera kind of really specializing in that.
That they do. Very nice whiff punish from Skill with the U-Star Chaser again, catching the backdash this time, and they're going to get the throw to take the game. 1 apiece here in Grand Finals.
Once again, the crowd erupts. The Skill supporters, we hear Screw in the background all the time, every round he takes, and we will continue to do so if he keeps on rocking. We're going right back into it. Nice jump in from Skill to start the round off.
Huge jumping right there, going to be able to dump all the cooldowns to get as much damage as possible. Solid 35% into the tick throw command grab again. Nothing is forever.
Why are you standing here for 12 beautiful frames, my man?
10 even.
10 beautiful frames even. She is just fast with it.
Yep. Again, the U-Star Chaser just preventing Miri to start mounting that offense.
Coming through right there. Miri just looking for one of those one-hit conversions, but the 6XL is going to be finding its mark here, and Skill should easily be able to clean up this round. Doesn't even go for the super, not making us watch the cutscene.
Doesn't need it.
Battle 2. Engage.
Very good 6XL here, and Skill is really looking his element right now. You can really tell that he's been practicing up the Beatrix for exactly matchups like these, and wouldn't even be surprised to find out if he's practicing the Beatrix for Miri specifically.
Far heavy to help himself fight out the corner. Nice DP to maintain control, but a good challenge from Miri.
Going to be pushing all the way towards the corner right here. Going to be setting up the heavy rat race as well. Plus frames off of the 5HH. Looking for the charge Flamic Thunder shot, but the U-Star Chaser once again finding its mark. Miri DPing out of the situation.
Miri having a really hard time landing these throws. Finally gets one there. Nice delay mash from Skill. The big 6XL getting the round back. Every game so far has gone to final round.
Absolutely, both of these guys are fighting for their life right now. They're fighting for the title, for the points, and for all the glory.
Spot dodges coming out from Skill. Driven into the corner.
6 RPS, of course, coming out right there. We've seen a few cheeky ones from Skill so far over the course of this top 8, and they've all been working out.
I guess it with the Flamic, not quite in the position to get the follow-up though. That is minus, of course, the lights Thunderbird.
Cell pressure coming out from both players once again. The heavy Raptor Race goes wide. Incredible staggers right there coming through from our man Skill, but he's just not finding significant hit just yet. And that's going to be Miri with a beautiful counter hit conversion there on the counter poke, going to be going right into the Acid Rage Howl.
Challenging on hit right there.
No fear in his heart.
Nice reaction once again with the Savior Unleashed. Not going to get the cutscene. Miri ready with the throw though.
Gets the back throw. This is an incredible situation right now for Miri. Only needs to find one more hit. Going for the chip damage here as well. And that's going to be Miri taking yet another game.
2-1 so far already. Looking real nice here. Once again leading the set so far.
And once again, we're just hearing the crowd pop off in the background. Both the Miri and the Skill supporters are making it known. And right now, we're finding yet another riding free to get us started here. Skill has been getting so much value out of that. Another command grab. Nothing is forever. Another one. Bomb.
2 for good measure. Oh, big count hit, but no conversion.
Yeah, so that's the clock buff on deck right now. So it's DP. If he hits it a little bit deeper, actually you can still pick up off of it, which is incredible.
Yeah, the anti-air clock DP definitely does work to start as a combo. Start a combo even. Oh,
Yeah,
but the
beautiful.
one hit gorgeous.
And this is actually putting Miri on reset point right here.
That it is.
Needs one more round to potentially just make this comeback happen, to make the reverse Miri sweep happen here from the loser side of the bracket.
Big whiff punish on the far heavy though.
Yeah, not as Skill has anything to say about it. This is going to be another big corner extension. Of course, Beatrix once again always going to hurt in the corner. Combo limit being triggered here, but still looking incredibly comfortable with the pressure.
Again, just so ready with those techs. Miri's landed barely any throws. The defense so solid from Skill right now. Gets another punish on that far heavy.
Another 60 hit right there. Miri staying very calm and collected in the corner, but the far heavy will find its mark right here. This should be the round going to Skill.
Once again, yet another game going to final round here between these two. The constant back and forth. Really don't want to let us leave before midnight.
We ain't going to bed early, but honestly, I do not mind if it's in service of this beautiful Granblue action right here.
Exactly.
Sunlight, finding its mark right there. Beautiful counter poke once again. Skill has been really good about finding his just timings to counter poke on a lot of this grenade pressure from Miri.
Challenge with 6XL once again. This time, going for the BC is Skill. We've been seeing a lot of them from Miri, of course, but Skill not going for nearly as many.
Yeah, Beatrix, of course, has other options to get out of pressure.
Catching the backdash. And again, using the used Star Chaser this time.
Yeah, he's really been noticing that Miri has tried backing off in a lot of these situations and just has been hunting him down with the Star Chaser.
Right, gets him for Flamek.
Big clash is coming through, but the slow kill will be finding a nice stray hit here for Miri. But gets put in the corner off of the back of the BC, and this should do it. We should have Skill taking us to a 2-2 right here.
Savior Unleashed once again, evening up the set. Such an unfortunate situation for Miri right there.
And the
keep it
BC
together?
just taking us to the other side of the corner. Beatrix knows what she did.
What a gremlin.
She knows what she did, I'm telling you.
Yep. Another big far heavy coming out from Skill, and another great tick throw. That's a huge hit right there with the 6XL, extends all the way to the corner.
Getting all the way into the corner, getting the wall bounce right here. The crowd is going wild in the background. The cheers from Miri right now are erupting. Beautiful throw right there. The U-grenade adding on to that already chunky throw damage, but a UDP from Skill is going to be getting us out of the situation.
Very, very nice. All right. Once again, these techs on the throws and the catches on the backdash, doing so much work for skill throughout this set. Nice 6XL staggers, gonna fire off the U-Flamet to get the hard knockdown.
He going wide once again. A lot of these have been whiffing, and right now the slow kill will be putting Miri back on the reset point once more.
Constant back and forth, constant little adjustments. Who's gonna make the bigger ones?
Good BC timing right there from Miri on the medium Thunderbird. That, of course, is a plus, so you do not want to have to deal with those plus frames.
Nice, deep with the 6XL to get the punish. Not too much damage, but still, you'll take everything that you can against Beatrix. 2 BCs, 2 BP gone on the side of Miri already. And that's a follow-up, that's a conversion right there. Goes for the extension, and that is a very precise one, using the takedown follow-up from the close combat.
Yeah, that one is incredibly difficult to time right there. Gets the BC back as well, because the Acid Rage always gets the animation. This is a really good situation to be in for Miri.
Yeah. Oh, gets a count hit right there. That's huge for Miri. He has another Raging Strike as well. And there it is. The reset has come through for Miri. We are back to 0-0, folks.
Miri bringing it back right there. And we are once again getting a repeat of our winners finals. Miri is making this as interesting as it can be. And I mean, if you guys still believe in skill, you better make it known right now. I better hear some skill supporters if you want him to win.
The L grenades coming out. We've been seeing a lot of the blue grenades. Now Miri is back to cycling with the L grenades as well on that offense. Gets that damage from the throw, and here's another U grenade.
Absolutely, hold this for a second.
Nice UDP just to relieve that pressure, that onslaught from Miri, and finally Skill gets a big opening with the jump normal.
Yeah, using the clock there as well to extend the combo even further, but it's still down to quite a sliver of life right here, and chip damage is going to become a factor very, very soon. He's really good at doing that with things like that ultimate slow kill we just saw right there.
Yep, that said though, Miri still has to be careful in this situation. There is a nothing is forever, and a big fire heavy, but no confirm.
Yeah, no confirm, wasn't ready for it, and the ultimate slow kill somehow gets dodged.
Are you kidding me? Weaved right through the orbs, but Miri still keeping it together to take the round.
Wow. Incredible maneuvering from both players right there. Once again, Miri getting things started with the grenade pressure.
Jumping back to avoid the Star Chaser. Miri really, really careful with the range that he plays that. Nice avoidance to get the throw right there.
Again, Ultimate Star Chaser has been putting in a lot of work for Skill this set. He's been really good about timing those just to catch Miri. Often at times, you know, trying to maneuver back, trying to get some grenades started. But right now, Miri is going to be finding himself in another good corner situation right here. More U-grenade pressure is going to be coming out.
Not quite going to be able to get that high enough follow-up, but nice 6XL. That's huge for Miri once again, and this should be enough to take the game.
Does have the Raging Strike extension into the U-Flamet Thunder, and Miri going to be taking our game right here, putting himself in an even better situation here in this Grand Finals.
1-0 up after the reset here in the true Grand Finals.
Shin Grand Finals means Shin Miri coming out as well.
Blocking the riding free. Good challenge as well. Just as this is going, it feels like Miri is really kind of finding his pace more and more. Look at all that chip damage from the U-Flamet.
BC whipping once again here for his skill. He's not really been able to find too many good spots to go for those. Right now though, taking us back to mid-screen right here, finding another throw. He's been pretty good about landing those so far. He's been getting a lot of use out of that 5U command grab.
And a lot of use of that U-Star Chaser.
Star Chaser coming through.
Spot dodge on the H grenade this time. Tries to go for a cute little bait right there, but Skill not falling victim to it.
Absolutely not. Still had a hit right there. Doesn't quite get the extension, but Miri is still stuck in the corner here against the Beatrix pressure, and this might be able to do it. Beatrix damage does mount up quite a bit. Actually,
1 BP on this Immortal Assault, and it's going to be enough, yes.
Yeah. Still fighting back.
The one thing that has been kind of hurting Miri, I would say, are those far heavies. They've been whiff punished pretty often by Skill so far. Big 6XL though.
Yeah, and one thing that I think is really interesting as well so far is that this set, we've not really seen too many meterless DPs from Skill actually. Like every time he's gone for a DP on defense, it's usually been the U one. He's really valuing not getting countered, or it's just too used to playing Saurus.
Yeah, maybe.
Either of the two.
Again, fantastic use of the far heavy right there. Beautiful spacing, and is probably going to combo this into the SBA. BP drain. Watch out for the potential 6-6M. I think even that can get the KO here, but instead it's going to be the 5U.
And once again, we're evened up in games here. These guys are... They paid for the full Grand Finals, they're going to get the full Grand Finals.
That they are. Are we going to see the full Game 10? Let us wait and see.
We'll find out soon enough, but right now, both of these players are just interested in closing this out. This time, of course, the LDP going to be coming through after that blocked riding free again from Skill. He's still getting cheeky with those, so they're still landing. We've not seen those punished yet.
This time, Miri going on the offense, running in to get that 6XL pressure started. Beautiful counter poke, though, coming out from Skill. Not quite in range to get them, but the trade right there. Nice.
Kill. Incredibly difficult to spot dodge correctly, so going to be getting himself a little bit of a hit right there. Miri trying to get out of the pressure once again, but gets shimmied, and this is going to be a big cash out here for Skill. Wouldn't be surprised if he routes into the super as well, and yeah, look at that for him.
Yeah, that was a magnificent shimmy right there. Just expecting the throw. It's such a common option there after the block BC. Skill instead layering it to the next level.
Yeah. And Beatrix gets even scarier when you're at the point where command grab can kill you, because it is unreactable.
Yeah.
It's just at the point where you truly do have to guess for game. You're either going to get command grabbed or you're going to get hit with like a staggered 2L like Mirror did just then. It's just so scary when you're up against Beatrix with no help.
Wow, the huge close heavy on defense. I don't know, like, Skill has been trying to press in those situations and it's not working at all. Nice punish on the slow kill though.
Yeah, really interesting, using the Thunderbird there.
This time, Skill the one at a very low BP count. We're used to seeing Miri at the low BP. He might spend all of it here. There's the U-Flamic, and that is going to be enough. Very nice.
And once again, I know we've said it quite a few times, Viren, but we are going to a final round.
Yeah, it's just a testament to how closely, how evenly matched these two incredible competitors are. Beautiful neutral jump coming out from Miri.
Absolutely. Tries to get cheeky with a roll there as well, and it's going to get heavily punished by the charged slow kill there from Miri. The heavy rat race being deployed as well. Throws being tagged, but still now in a pretty precarious situation. Another charged slow kill going to get picked up into the Acid Rage Howl, and that's going to be Miri picking up yet another game.
2-1 here in this Grand Finals reset. Miri has been in the lead this entire time. The two constantly going back and forth in games, but Miri has had the leg up. Will this potentially be the final game of the tournament? Or will Skill keep fighting back?
Yeah, I mean, it is his last chance right now. There's no more Saurus that he can bring out in this tournament, so he's gonna be stuck with the Bea. But I mean, so far it has not been working out too poorly for him. This has been back and forth every single round, every single game has just been incredibly tense. And once again, Skill is finding some good offense here.
Nice challenge with the 2M from Miri though. Finally finds an opening.
Slow kill, getting dodged, the U grenade getting not quite avoided. Almost a disaster right here for Skill, but Miri just not quite getting the pickup right there.
Yeah, that was almost a huge pickup for Miri. Nice DP to get out the corner though.
See immediately another U-Star Chaser. Again, we've been talking about it a lot. They've pretty much always been hitting their mark. Very, very aggressive DP there from Miri as well. Just wants to keep the offense going, wants to keep that momentum.
I guess they H-Flamic, but even with the corner control, this is a kind of scary situation for Miri. Gets the hit right there. How does he convert? Bit of an awkward situation. Gonna take the chip, and the throw is gonna do it. Miri now at tournament points.
The crowd is going crazy right here. I really hope that you guys get some of that at home, because it is incredible. The energy in this room is just exhilarating right now.
Miri out of those cooldowns, those crucial zoning cooldowns, slowing the pace down ever so slightly, but Skill finding his way in.
once again. Another 5U command grab, landing right here. We're trying to go for that grenade, but unfortunately getting caught out. This is going to be a big chunk of damage. Going to be routing into the super once again, evening up or getting the advantage in the bravery point economy here still.
Wow, huge whiff punish with that 2M right there. Once again, we're going to see the combo into the H-grenade setup. But no, the DP, immediate from Skill. Gonna answer back, doesn't have the means to convert there.
Miri just down to a sliver of life right now. Any stray hit is going to take him out, so he's going to have to make quite the comeback happen right here, but we have seen it before. Heavy Rat Race is being deployed right now. The cheeky low. Grum, hold me, I'm scared.
Wow, there was so little recovery on the U-grenade right there. He was able to recover in time to avoid the Star Chaser.
Chip damage mounting up for both players right here. Both players just so close to getting put on chip point. Another cheeky low from Miri. Trying to go for a shimmy right there. The 5UU getting BC'd. Miri now down to chip point, but so is Skill almost. And the BC goes wide. Miri finds the finish, and it's going to be your Headstomper 2025 champion.
Came up second place in 2023 and comes through victorious here in 2025. Miri with the Eustace, making his mark on the world and the ARC World Tour. 100 points here at this gold event, Headstomper 2025. My goodness,
wow.
What a grand finals.
What a grand finals for him. I mean, this has gone as down to the wire as it could have, and Miri once again proving why he's one of the absolute best in Europe, and honestly, probably the best Eustace in the world at this point.
Yeah, he's definitely up there. Of course, we saw the fantastic Insurgent at Combo Breaker. Yeah. Had a real nice run, but Miri taking it here. And, you know, as we said, we here in Europe have known about Miri's excellence for a long time, and it's always wonderful to see him perform on a stage like this and really get his flowers.
Absolutely, yeah, and that big win is something that Miri has been chasing for a long time. You know, someone who, as we said, doesn't get to attend offlines that much. So seeing him actually get the big dub right here, it is beautiful, and I'm really happy for him. Yeah. Definitely, you know, someone who's been around the community for such a long time, who's really been kind of a pillar of it as well. Yep. And it's just really cool to watch him finally get that big dub over a Titan-like Skill as well.
Yeah, once again, of course, Skill managing to make it all the way to ARC World Tour Finals earlier this year, managed to get 5th place.
And suddenly Lowain appears behind us.
Yeah.
Scary.
It was. We already have 2 Iggy's here.
Yeah. We have 2 Iggy's, we have Saki.
Yeah.
All the gang is here. And right now, speaking of which,
yeah, this is Saki, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, what you see on the stage playing the game, that's just a homunculus. This is the real Saki.
This is the real Saki.
The soul isn't here.
Yeah. He's just piloting him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're probably going to be having some kind of award ceremony. Are we going to have any kind of confirmation on that? It looks like... All right, yeah, we are going to be having an award ceremony. Let's have one other quick look at the bracket. Run us through this fantastic top 8. Of course, on the winner's side, the winner's semis, we start off with Miri versus Dudikov. Miri taking that with a clean 3-0. Skill defeating Saki 3-1.
Yeah. And after that, of course, we had in the losers side of things, we have Arfu and Swampin, of course. Swampin making an incredible run all the way back to the losers final right there. Arfu once again showcasing an incredible Sandalphon. And of course, we can't forget to mention the GOAT Desali as well, making it all the way to top 8. It has just been such an incredible time. The Beatrix is just assaulting me right now as we speak. The riding free is coming through, and Swampin, it's just, you know, he's looking happier than in the morning, I can tell you that much.
Indeed, he is. Yeah, it has been an incredible tournament, and there is still plenty of action on Sunday as well. We still have top 8s for Fatal Fury, Street Fighter 6, Guilty Gear Strive, and Tekken 8. It's going to be absolutely electrifying. But yeah, it's pretty much over for us, I would say. And it's been a long day, but it's been a fantastic one. We've been up since 9 a.m. Some of us, it's now gone midnight here in Malmö, Sweden. So technically, it is Sunday.
Yeah, technically we're already there, but Viram,
look,
it has been a beautiful one as always, and I am happy to be commentating yet another top 8 with you, my brother. It has been a wonderful time,
an absolute pleasure. And you know, to be honest, I say the next day doesn't start until after you go to sleep. So it's still Saturday in our minds.
Absolutely. Right. But yeah, once again, we would also like to give a quick shout out to the wonderful sponsors of the stream and of the event. Of course, we have Games Week Malmö as well as AOC providing us with some beautiful monitors as well that we've been playing on. I've been playing a lot of casuals, of course, since I've been really busy with commentating. I didn't enter anything, but I've been playing a lot of casuals, and all the setups are really, really clean. Like, I've been playing both Fatal Fury and Granblue, and it's just been... Everything has been running so smoothly here at Headstomper, and it's just, you know, in part due to our wonderful sponsors, and of course in part due to our wonderful TOs.
Yeah, of course, once again, final shout-outs to our wonderful staff, the wonderful production folk, but we are pretty much done here. Thank you once again for tuning in, for listening to us yap for the past couple of hours. It has once again been an absolute pleasure, Toast. And we will be moving on to the award ceremony. Take care, everybody.
And goodbye.
Alrighty. I hope you've all had a good top 8. It's been so good that, as you can tell, I've lost my voice. I lost my voice after the first game, and it's been getting worse ever since. But it's all gone superbly. It's all gone fantastically. And now I'm going to give out our prizes to our top 3. So, first and foremost, coming in 3rd place, our local resident Zettermain, the hero of Sweden himself, Mr. Svampen, if you can come here. Our runner-up for tonight, the Sawyer Man himself, our fierce fighter from France. Give it up for Skoo! And finally, it feels so good to see this, you know. Genuinely, I've been such a big Miri fan for such a long time. It's been good to see the victory. And of course, our first place for tonight, Mr. Miri! Alrighty, that'll do us for tonight. It's late. We all need to go back and recover. I hope you've all had a fantastic bracket. My voice, it's gone. It's completely gone. But yeah, thank you all for coming along. Thank you for attending. Thank you for watching, everyone at home. And we'll see you tomorrow for more Headstomper.
You